Good. The audio is now a little bit low, High Spirit says.
Okay.
We'll keep fixing
Now
it.
it's on the low end. Okay, all right, fine.
All right,
we can do medium.
Yeah, I can do the introduction if you want to get everyone going, Sam.
Thank you very much, High Spirit, by the way, for the feedback.
All right. So, I am Shawnee7188. I'll be joined by Sand Knight. We are going to be our commentators for this showcase. This is going to be a very unique Azure Dreams race. Mainly because Azure Dreams is a roguelike game. And like with all roguelikes, you go in the tower and everything is randomly generated and you don't get a choice of things. We have a wonderful user named Programmer. And he managed to break apart this game and actually managed to make everything not randomized anymore. Both runners are going to be running through the exact same tower, which is something that we only really dreamed of before Programmer joined our community. It is really, really dumb how he broke apart this game, and the actual randomizer now has so many features. I actually had to load up the webpage to actually get even a glimpse of them. And he's even managed to even change a few of the actual things as well. So it's just phenomenal. And we're going to be having is Poulet?
Poulet, it started. Run, like the wind.
He joined you there. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Poulet was watching the Discord there, so there's a slight lead for Orza, but it's all good.
Yeah, but there's a 1 hour time limit on everyone, so we are still gonna. He didn't lose time. He just, yeah, he can still go for the whole hour.
Yeah, we have his individual timer, so it's not like we know when he. Yeah, so basically, when it comes down to it, this run is going to be like our any % run. I need to work this stuff, no Booga. We are going to be. There's also a couple small things we have to mention about the randomizer, and Sandnet, you're way more familiar with it than I am, so.
Yeah, sure.
If you want to just talk about what it can do while they're going through the first stage.
Oh yeah, but I'm going to concentrate on what we're going to do right now, which is absolutely the fact that they're going to try to get up to floor 40. This tower has 40 floor, and every floor is getting incrementally harder. But more importantly, the dangerous part of this tower is the fact that it's supposed to be done in a lot of attempts. You're going to get up to floor 7, I'd say, and at floor 7, it's going to become so hard that you're going to need to leave the tower, get stronger, come back. Your main character loses its level, so it goes back to level 1 every time, but your pets don't, and your gear, the upgrades you have on your gear, won't either. So that's how you become stronger. You just get a better pet, better gear, and then you can climb a little bit higher each and every time. But since we do the speed run, we don't go back to town. It's a loss of time. So what we're gonna do is actually make sure that we try to do this in just one shot, and this is what is extremely difficult. This is why any % is not a consistent thing. This is why we do races and treat best of threes to make sure that if somebody gets real bad luck, then they can at least get a chance to climb back and do better the next time. But it's true that we have a randomizer now, and the first part of the randomizer was actually to de-randomize the game a little bit, and it is making sure that they get the same tower as Shawnee said earlier. This is really big. This makes that if somebody gets a real bad floor, the other one's going to get it also, and seeing how 2 runners are going to face the same challenges but with different thought process, this is what makes this game super interesting.
Yeah, and the cool thing about normally we don't mind the runners watching each other's streams. This is the one circumstance where they're not going to, because they actually will know what's coming up on their own sides.
Yeah, so on the top left, you're going to see 2F, which is 2nd floor. They're going to try to aim for getting as high as they can. They have 1 hour to do so. So if Orza gets on floor 24 and die, if Poulet Santat is not higher than 24 at that time, he gets to actually have the remainder of his time to get higher than 24. If there is a tie, they both die on 24th floor because it's a rough one, then it's the one that got there first that actually scores the point. We move to the next round, and then we go. This is really keeps things interesting, keeps things like there's no one running for nothing. When somebody wins, gets a bit higher score than the other one can actually, we move to the next round. It's always gonna be exciting.
Also, did Poulet lose Queenie already?
Yeah, I think so. So,
oh dear.
And he's got a fire sword, so that's not as good when you don't have a pet, which right now Orza is going to equip, and he still has Cuny, so that's going to be big. There's a big difference there. Cuny is your starting monster. It's always going to be Cuny. He is a fire monster, and he actually shoots fire on your weapon, which is the main way you're going to see these guys fight.
Yeah.
This is extremely powerful. The mixed magic, it's called. But one of the weakness is you need to have both your character and Cuny alive. And also, it is a fire spell. There is a fire triangle, an elemental triangle in this game. Imagine Fire Emblem, you know how it works. Fire beats wind, wind beats water, and water beats fire. So the fire mixed magic is pretty powerful, but against water monster, not as much.
Yeah.
Everything else is going to get destroyed.
Especially like San said, floor 6 to 9 is like a very hard part of the tower to get through. And you normally want to avoid battles at the best part and take a shot at a couple monsters every now and then, get some experience, but you just want to avoid those things in general. But without Queenie, normally when you would gain levels, like floors 10 to, actually let's say 14 to 17, truthfully, like you have to get there to have a safe time to, I think we have to update Moobot there. Like normally you get to the floors 14 to 17 and you can get some levels back and stuff like that.
Yes.
Ooh, Poulet got a Scarlet one, but he doesn't have Queenie.
Oh, that means that Orza's gonna get one as well if he looks for it, and he should.
Yeah, it should be the first room, more or less, I think.
Alright, so the reason why the Fire Sword is so great is because it gives an upgrade to every fire spell you cast, or every mixed magic you do, if it is of the same element. So the Fire Sword is gonna improve your fire spell, makes sense. The Scarlet one, well, wands in general do increase any spells, no matter what elemental it is, and the Scarlet wand is the Fire wand, and it will also increase by another 25% if the mixed magic is of the same element. So in the beginning, the Fire Sword should be equally or maybe even a bit stronger.
Yeah.
But because this is percentage versus flat amounts, the stronger Orza is going to become, or at least the stronger his pet's going to become, then the Scarlet one is going to skyrocket and deal so much damage. Like 23, that's just... These enemies have got 25 health, so he's almost one-shotting everything. One level up and he should one-shot them.
Yeah. I'm just going to post their Twitch channels here because Moobot is not updated. I don't know how to do that, so these are the runners here. Horza and Poulet. So yeah, also you can see on the difference between attack power as well is... Oh, he's a frog now. Poulet is struggling. He has a lot less HP. He's taking hits, and Horza is just obliterating everything in 2 hits right now. And it is phenomenal. Like even if you have a bad wand, just having a wand versus a sword later can make the biggest difference when you're trying to survive this tower. Yes,
absolutely. So they are getting from floor, like they are on floor 5 right now. So yeah, the floor 5 is going to be the final time you're going to actually work on finding equipment and becoming stronger. Floor 6 should be where you start to rush and run away. That's how you're going to know they're on water territory, and your water mixed magic, your fire mixed magic is not going to work anymore.
Yeah, the Scarlet one will help, but it's still better just to avoid all the fights you possibly can. And all the enemies actually have fixed movement until they see you. They always like have their left hand against the wall as they walk around the dungeon. So you can kind of figure out where they're going, if they'll be going towards you and stuff like that, or will turn off on a branch in the road. So the runners will have to keep that in mind while they're running around. Poulet more than Horza, because, you know, no Queenie is definitely a big problem. Well, it seems that Horza picked up a shield that Poulet missed somewhere. That's probably because he wasn't able to explore the rooms. Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the chat there. Yeah, it's... Okay, cool. Yeah, someone else can figure it out. I'm not very good at technology on that regard. I'm quite bad for that. Anyway, but yeah, so you can see here that Horza is just ripping through these little yellow creatures called Minivas, Minovas, however you want to pronounce it. There's a lot of pronunciations in this community. No one pronounces the same thing twice.
That is true.
It is Queenie, Kun, Quene, Trash. What else?
All the good names.
Yeah. Actually, you can see here, Horza got to floor 6, immediately saw the elevator, went no.
Yeah, exactly. Starting now.
Oh wow, lucky elevator seats there.
But it's going to be elevator seats on both sides. That's one good thing for...
That's true,
he doesn't know yet, but Pula is going to be really happy to know that floor 6, 7, 8 is going to be a walk in the park. Let's just hope... Oh, damn, and 9 already. So 9 is the scariest...
Yes.
Scariest floor by a lot, but...
Ooh, item room.
Yep, item room and sleeping U-boats. So I don't think we will have much time to talk about U-boats, but they are the worst. They hit like trucks. They are quite tanky, and they can go underground. And when they are underground, they are untargetable and invincible. Yeah. So that's one of the big reasons you don't want to stay there. And water crystal, wow, that's a good item.
A true waifu of the game.
The true waifu of the game. So the water crystal is absolutely going to restore all the health, all the stats, and all the MP of your pet. So that's really, really good find for Orza. It's not going to be so much of a good find for Pula unless he finds an egg. And if he finds one, he can hatch it to get a new monster. But right now, the water crystal is going to do absolutely nothing for him. I'm still guessing he's going to keep it in his inventory just in case.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you want to hold on to that as long as possible. Like there's never a reason not to have it in your pocket, and it's again a jail-free card when you know your monster could survive 2 hits but needs full health. Like
yeah, that's also an item that's caused quite a few bad situations because the description of the water crystal says it restores everything's health and MP. So you will think it doesn't recover your very own health, which it doesn't. It's everyone's health and MP or your monsters, not for you. So
yes, and I think actually Professor Palmer, actually, when he first played the game, died because of that.
Yep. Oh, you know that.
It was just, he read the description, went, oh, this is great, it's a heal, and then boom. Like, oh. Yep.
I need some healing. Oh. Speaking of we have a U-boat and a clown messing around with Orza. And I really hope okay, the level down did miss, that's good. Oh yeah, U-boats are scary. You know that.
Yeah, U-boats are arguably the toughest monster in the tower based on what level you are. Like,
yeah, exactly. Considering how low you encounter them, they are way too powerful.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I was watching Horza do a few practice runs and stuff like that, and he lowered U-boats. He had a weak ball, and he lowered his level by 4 or 5. And it still took 3 hits to kill.
Damn! Oh, that's stupid.
So he's like, there's no nice way of getting rid of them. Oh, hey, they're both on floor 10 together, actually.
Yes, they are both on floor 10. You see the elevator, and I don't think they're gonna go for floor 11 right now. They are so low level, they want to grind the XP back. And the U-boats are so strong that the monster 1 level higher that are still supposed to be more powerful are not really, and they're worth a crap ton of XP. So right now, they will want to grind a little bit at least. I'd say level 8 or 9 should be the best, but they might just feel the pressure of their opponent, feeling that they might be behind, which they aren't. They are in the same room. Oh, will Pula actually leave floor 10? Okay, Orza is exploring. I think that's the right decision.
Oh, he put in a familiar bell.
Oh, damn. Yeah, he doesn't need it. Oh, that's so sad. So familiar bell is definitely one items you want to see. There is a trap in this game called the warp trap. It's going to warp one of you, either you or your pet, to a faraway place, and you can use the familiar bell to bring your familiar back to you. And warp traps are run enders, but when you don't have a pet, you don't need it. And that's one item I'm always on the lookout for, and seeing him drop it is actually pretty sad, but he's right. There's no need for a familiar bell if you don't have a familiar.
Yeah, and what Pule is looking for is a restore scroll. Restore scroll will be able to make him revive, obviously, Queenie, or Trash, or however you pronounce it. I'm a little bit vindictive towards the little blue guy, okay? So, sorry.
Yep. He also finds the blue collar, which gives you the ability to have a second pet, which is absolutely useless when you don't even have one. He's still going to pick it up because it doesn't take inventory space and it's not a big time loss. But I don't think it's going to be useful. And we see the second problem of the tower, the Kraken. Yeah. The Kraken have, like, when you design a monster, you're going to give it very high something and very low something else to create some kind of a, okay, that monster is weak to that or whatever. Krakens have super high attack, super high defense, very high HP, and when you hit them, you get lightning back if you hit them in melee with a metal weapon. So yeah, you don't deal with Krakens. They are so bad. That's why you see him chuck an item directly at the Krakens and run away, and that is scary. That's another
second one as well.
And it's coming from the other side. That's the worst part.
Oh, hey, the Dreamin' actually ran out of MP.
Yes, so in this game, every monster's got MP, which is not exactly the best way to describe how the game works, but let's make it as if it was a hungry meter or something like that.
Yeah.
When you do whatever, and it does include just walking by, your monster's gonna lose some MPs. Obviously, walking doesn't. Oh, that is scary. But if you do get to 0 MP, either you or your opponent, your monster is gonna become blue and fall on the ground. And if they don't get, oh yeah, that's pretty clever actually.
Yeah.
The Mahel Seed running around, that was pretty good.
Yeah, Mahel Seed, it takes 1 turn to activate, so you use it when you're 1 space away from a monster, but then you get 2 turns to run around with double speed, so I want to take credit for coming up with that, but I think some other people also did it as well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I think when one of my tournament runs, I was like trying to barely survive with it. I think I became more knowledgeable about that. But
We're getting to learn. This is one of the big thing about this game is definitely the part where you use every item to its maximum effect, and a lot of the items have game-changing effect and more than when used, depending on how you use them. So that's a really good thing to learn everything an item can do. Like, not everyone knows that an egg can be thrown to explode and deal damage. You generally want to keep those eggs to bring back home and hatch a new pet forever. But no, you can absolutely use that to deal an extreme amount of damage. You can feed it to one of your pet to actually recover its MP. Unless it's vegetarian, which is a thing in this game, but yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 monsters which actually are...
vegetarian, yeah.
Yeah, and they're both from the same family, basically.
Yeah, Nuyel and Batnel, yeah, absolutely.
This game also has quite a few glitches. If you play casually, you can exploit the heck out of things. Some of the longer runs we have, like booklets and stuff, are... you want to have glitches in them to make a good run, but it's not necessary.
Oh damn, this is getting scary on Orza's side as well, because that Kraken is coming for him, and the other one is gonna cut his road off. How is he gonna deal with that? Okay, Tuna Fruit might be a good idea. He can actually have the damage to... Oh no, it's coming for him. He needs to run away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad, because using a Tuna Fruit and not get the experience point. Okay, yeah, he's going back. That's fine, that's fine.
So, Sand, while we're watching them suffer,
yes.
You can talk about the seed better than I can. When you made it, what did you have as options? Because we have a ton of options in the randomizer.
Yes, so the game is not going to be randomized at all, actually. What we have done, is making sure that the tutorial is going to go by fast, so we can actually get into the meat of the game as quickly as possible, especially since we're going to do the intro 3 times, or well, potentially 3 times. We want to skip that. The other thing we've done is making sure that they have the same tower, but that is it. The randomizer can do a lot of things. It can randomize your starting monster, it can randomize what element it's going to be, it can awaken their dormant spell, it can randomize every enemy to get another one, it can change the element of the enemies, it can add a final boss fight because this game doesn't have one, it can add...
It doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah. That's a cutscene you have to win. And it can actually make the tower a 99 floor tower instead of 40, which is absolutely fun to play.
And Horza has done it, actually.
And Orza is the only one that got to floor 99 on the easy mode, but the easy mode is not easy, don't get me wrong, it's just that the hard mode is more stupid.
Well, the Pule booking it up the tower.
Oh yeah, he knows he doesn't have a pet, so there's no getting stronger. You need to gain some ground.
Yeah, but he's on floor 19 in sub 18 minutes. Like, that is phenomenal.
Absolutely, the pace is really great. And you know Poulet will sometime lose his CUNY. That happens, that's fine. But you know Poulet knows how to play without a pet. That's not an easy thing to do.
Now. Look at him.
Yep.
He's taking his pet Picket for a walk.
Oh, that's gonna get scary though.
Yeah, don't do that, Poulet. No,
yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So Pickets actually are notoriously hated in the community. I love them. They're the best monster in the game.
No, they're not. So what they do is that they have the lowest attack, everything as on the tower. They're gonna hit you for 1, but they always act twice, so they will hit you for 1, 2 times. So that's not too bad, and you're right. The worst thing is you cannot run away from them because they go so fast, and most importantly, once in a while they're gonna try to steal something from you, and if they do it, they teleport away with your stuff. And when that happens, you lose an item you don't want to. You need to find them. And if you find them back, you can actually kill them to get the item. But they're going to run away from you. They're not going to stay there and take a beating. So you generally need to use an item charge or something to kill them from far away so you can get your item back. And it's all about, is it worth it and everything. As a pet, they are interesting. They are super weak. But you can teach them a spell. And the most important part about this is if you feed Peter Fruit, which is the item that gives you MP back, you can recover the MP of your pet. Orza is getting paralyzed.
Oh, jeez, he's lucky on that.
Yep, you know it. 1 extra turn and he was down, or maybe 2, but still.
No, the thing is, he's near the door frame, so
Queenie wouldn't.
The door frame, so, yeah, Queenie's not going to help him.
Yeah, exactly. Generally, your pet will protect you, but it won't happen this time because when an enemy is in a doorway, it's not considered in either the corridor nor the room. And CUNY doesn't understand where he is, and he won't help you, which is bad.
Yeah, and...
oh, this is scary for Poulet. Oh, man.
Okay.
Yowza.
I know he has a Holy Scroll with him. If he's smart, he'll use it.
Yeah, he needs to.
And then pick up and throw stuff. There we go. Why is he taming that?
Because he can survive the...
Yeah, the thing is, he's low enough level that...
Oh, this is sketchy.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the situation. You better hope that that's not the spider in front of it, not the unicorn.
The spider shouldn't have... Yeah. Okay, good.
I would have not done that. I would have just used the Holy Scroll and picked up and thrown all the monsters to the left once I'm able to.
Yes. So people don't always know about that either, but the Holy Scroll is supposed to make you invincible for a few turns, which it does. It's a really good item. But even better than that, if you throw it at an enemy, this enemy will become a friend of yours, but only for that floor. So he's got the mighty Arachne, which is a very good monster, but as soon as he touches this elevator, that Arachne is gone. Ooh.
Oh, once he goes up the floor.
When it goes up, yeah, true.
Yeah,
so now he needs to go.
Ooh, please don't get blinded.
Oh, yeah. That would be horrible. Okay, good. Go away from here. Because he would have needed to go through the elevator to survive the Arachne coming up. And he would have been on the next floor blind, which is the worst thing ever. Well, that room... Yeah.
The one benefit Poulet has over Orza is Queenie's MP is relatively full still.
Yeah, because it's dead.
I know. I'm just trying to think of some benefit to this. Like, if he revives it, it's going to be like level 2, and he's going to have to grind it up to a level, so...
Yeah.
But...
I don't think fighting is, Oh, this is scary.
Yeah. You should try to get the height advantage for trying to pick him up.
Yep, you know that.
He also has a blaze ball, you can kill it in a hit.
Level 13? You sure? Oh yeah, Pillar's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's 126 in the last time he shot one.
Okay, yeah.
There you go, 126 again.
More than fine then.
Oh, if he hits like a trap, it's gonna smack him in the head.
Last trap is thumped upon was 9 damage, so I think he's fine. That shield is doing wonders.
Yeah.
Okay. So we see the yellow puddle on Orza's side, and the yellow puddle is called a Minerva. And these enemies are not really scary the first time you see them. Well, they are because they are water, but other than that, they're not too bad. But the second time you see them, which is now, well, now you don't see them anymore because of the go-up trap. The reason why they are a problem is because they can turn into items. The second time you see them, they can turn into items. And when you walk and you see 2 items of the same kind, one close to the other, you actually end up getting hit. At the same time, they actually turn back into a monster. And that makes them really, really scary.
Poulet is playing with Vipers?
That is scary. You need to go to turn back and deal with that, because if another Viper comes back from the other side...
Or, okay, he sells a
that's fine.
And
That's
stuff.
fine, yeah. As long as it's not another Viper, that's fine. But when it is, if it does... Yep. In melee with a Viper is never a good thing. Do we have Yeah, I think he's got an Holy Scrolls left, right?
He does. He has the get out of jail free card for a little bit.
Sure. Oh, that's the other Viper we're talking about. So, yeah. At least he's dealing with them when they are far away from the other. Oh, yeah, okay. That's good.
Yeah, that's an idea.
That's good. All right. Oh, man.
I'll take this time because he has no idea where he's going because, like we said before, all the floors are randomly generated.
Yes.
But if you're lucky, when the tower, like you'll see, he's going to go on the elevator and go up. Please stop playing with Vipers, Poulet. You're scaring me. You can see the camera's going to shift from the top left hand of the map all the way down to him.
Yes.
He's now in the center left part of the map. If you were to look at this map, we found out that if you were to keep track of where you are, he knows the elevator is not above him. There's no reason for him to go up.
Yes.
So at that point, you can kind of think of it like you're writing a C on the map. There you go. Like this was technically center.
Oh damn.
Center
Yeah, but
top.
he needs to deal with the Viper now.
He has to take a hit. Simple.
Yeah,
as that.
taking the hit is probably the cleverest thing. I was thinking of picking up strategies, but then no just taking.
No, that'd be 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the picking up is literally a coin flip. It's a 50-50% chance.
Yes. Unless the enemy has a bad status, like this Sleeping Viper would be 100%.
Yes.
Damn, like, I was saying by the introduction of the game that the game is hard, and it is, don't get me wrong. The important thing here is definitely the fact that I consider this game pretty darn hard when you have a pet monster. And right now, Poulet on his first climb is on floor 25 without one.
Which is insane.
Which is stupid. I mean, that's so cool that, yeah, he's got good elevator luck, and you're right. But still, there was just a few floors that was problems, and he got through them. And an exit loop, that's pretty darn interesting.
Yeah. The loops are actually really, really useful. People tend to shrug them off. If you find one, use one. Like, if you use a treasure one, you can see where the rooms are.
Yes.
If you see a monster one, you know how to avoid things. If you have an exit one, you know where to go. Like on this one, yes, no, go left.
Yeah.
So like it kind of can point you in the wrong direction every now and then for like the treasure one, but as long as you know the exit loop, you're good. Like there you go. That's floor 26 because he had that. Like people
27,
them because they want.
We saw the elevator during the spin. Yeah, he still needs to deal with that, but.
Yeah, it's fine. Truth glasses and what was it? Truth glasses and star glasses. Always use them or hold on to them when you can.
He brought a monster. The monster just died on floor 2 because he started in a rough encounter against the flame, where Orza actually used his fireball to deal with the situation, and Poulet risked to actually do the fight and lost CUNY on it.
Yeah, don't ever fight a flame on your first fight. You're gonna.
Yes,
die.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You have to use a flame ball or AI1 strat and take a hit yourself. I think is.
This is scary. This is a sleeping snowman. Run away from that.
So snowmen don't sound scary because an egg. Finally, an egg for.
No! Not two Naplaces. There's no way. Okay. So Naplas is the highest amount of HP in the game, and they have a trait that makes it so that their HP is doubled. So the highest amount double is really the highest amount.
What is he doing?
He's waiting to see if... Yeah. He's gonna try to snipe the XP here. Okay, that's past 100 something, and he missed the snipe, so... When you actually use an Holy Scroll, your pet... That monster becomes kind of your pet, but he keeps the EXP of his own kill, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, so what he should be doing is he should find the elevator and hatch that egg. No matter what, it's going to be useful.
And he doesn't know, but he's 7th floor in advance, so he's got time to do this.
Well, the thing is, when you don't fight, oddly enough, he has been fighting quite a bit though. But when you don't have a familiar, you tend to go up faster because you try to get to the exit ASAP versus like I can get through those 2 monsters. So there's an argument between like which really is faster, but the thing is, we know which one is safer no matter what.
Yes.
And Horza has just picking up a wing crystal just to see if it's a water crystal. It's not. No one. Basically, you'd forfeit your point if you leave with a wing crystal. He's an Olean fruit on a non-queenie pet. Or what is he gonna do? Is he gonna try to fight? Are you gonna try to fight the Vipers?
Oh damn!
Oh my god, he's messing up the controls. He just threw it against the wall.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Don't do that.
Okay, so Orza is really trying to make sure. Oh, damn. Yeah, he needs to use something huge now.
Okay, that is a Minerva in front of Poulet there.
Probably, yeah, he's gonna check it out, but yeah, it is.
And the elevator's in that room too.
Oh, that is, and monsters are coming.
Him.
Okay, he needs to deal with the Minerva, but how can he actually do that? Wind and then Pillar?
He could throw the egg.
Wind Seed. No, Wind Seed would have been great. He had a Wind Seed just for that.
Wind Seed and then Blaze Ball would have been able to kill it.
Oh, damn. Oh, he needs a third shot. Oh, that's so scary.
I don't think he's actually aware of how many of
Oh, that's another Minerva. Oh, lucky him. That's the other one that was the Minerva. Whew.
Armola copper bar. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Melt those copper coins.
Yeah. So the thing is, on floor 28, you might encounter monsters which are actually Minervas. So if you try to, it's a wind creature, I'm going to snipe it. It might actually become a Minerva after it dies. You're like, well, cool. That's great. And Minervas, for some reason, ignore defense, as far as I'm concerned. They always do, 28 damage.
Oh, yeah. That's so stupid. They hit so hard.
I don't understand why, though. It's like the trolls with swords ignore your shields.
Yes.
For some reason, Minervas also do. And
I
don't
think
agree
they
with
do.
that.
They do whatever they want.
And now we have a snowman following them.
Yep. It's the snow parade. Oh, damn. One of the snowmen is not following the parade. It's just going the other direction, and that's really bad. Are we gonna see Egg Bomb? I think.
Yeah.
What does he sacrifice? Oh, Block could have been good.
Block would have been so good.
Not so good. Would have been okay.
No, it would have been at least you can do paralysis with.
Oh! Oh, that's bad. Misclick,
shove it.
No, he cannot shove it. He's gonna die.
Well, I did 34.
Oh man.
He could have.
Does he have a militia scroll? I think that's the play here. Ew. Yeah, militia scroll, dude.
No, don't even just her. We'll be surrounded.
This is so scary. Like we're talking as if there was a solution, but there's not necessarily one. Like, ugh.
Oh,
okay, he's out. He's out.
Goodbye, egg.
Oh, goodbye, everything.
That egg was a Plumpa for the record.
Yeah, that's a Plumpa. Yeah.
There's no real loss in not hatching it.
No, exactly. Oh, fine. Yep, an offering to the snowman gods. Oh, he's done a misstep. That's not gonna help.
He's still gonna have to take 2 hits. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. 34.
He has to bank on a miss. Yeah, there's a spin. He knows he's.
Yeah, when you spin, you know you're dead. Does he have anything? Letter shield?
No, he might be going for the miss.
Oh, he did. Okay, so the letter shield does increase your dodge chance by approximately 5 to 10%. He could have tried it out, but yeah, that was definitely the play here. So he died on 27, I think it was. No, it was higher than that. 30. Okay, so Orza needs to get to 31.
Yep, and we get a slight story. The estimate on Azure Dreams, it would be...
Your dad died, go up the tower, kill the guy who killed it.
But no, that's the story of Azure Dreams.
Yeah. Is that
the estimate?
Oh, the estimate, sorry, yeah. It's gonna be around about... Well, it can change. It's gonna be maximum 3 hours. But since this is a best of 3, it could end up in 2 matches, depending if the same player wins 2 times.
Yeah, we might do a friendly third or something like that.
Yeah, to fill out time, depending. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because we might we have had a seeding match for our previous tournament where 3 of the 4 runners died on floor 2.
Yes, that does happen.
That wasn't like, oh, they're all same towers. No, all 3 of the 4 runners died on floor 2, and it was ridiculous.
Yes.
So anything can happen. They can get to floor 40. They can die on floor 2. No one's died on floor 1 yet in the first entry.
Yes.
If you want that honor, please join our community. We have a Discord.
Yeah, what Seraph says is really important, though. Right now, Poulet might be dead, but he is still in the lead. Yeah. He's got some really tough floors with a lot of snowmans and Naplises, and that makes it so Poulet's gone through these floors. Orza hasn't yet. He needs to beat the... He cannot just get to floor 30. He needs to get to floor 31. So that's going to be tough. We know this egg is the egg of a block. I don't think Orza is going to hatch it, but he can still keep it as a... Okay. Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
Although, monster list for 28 floors. Like, that is phenomenal, Pule.
Oh, absolutely. You know that.
Again, you're supposed to die at floor 7 casually. Like, let alone... You actually fought the monsters with the sword.
Oh, yes.
That one.
Damn, that was really well calculated on Orza's side. But now he's pretty close to, he's not gonna fight Annapolis, is he? Okay, no, he's running away. That's fine. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. So Annapolis can randomly fall asleep, but when they wake up, they can attack on the same turn, which other monster can't. So that's why they're called Annapolises, I guess.
A Minerva.
That's probably Minerva, yeah. Not thinking. Oh. So now he's confused. Confusion means that if you press any direction, it's going to choose a direction for you. You can still use balls and items without any danger, but attacking... Oh, yeah, he's going to confuse the Annapolis as well. Like, we are both confused. Oh, damn.
Okay, Yeah, Annapolis is hurt. Like, they're probably the worst things to encounter, because also if you hit them while they're sleeping, they wake up and counterattack, too.
Yes.
Yeah, one parent is dead or missing back. No, he died, and he wasn't very good at his job because you're living in a dirty hovel.
Yep, so, yep, absolutely.
Deep lore for everyone.
Okay, that's the room with the shield, but there's no copy of the shield now.
Yeah, but also you can see the Minerva at the door frame still that Kool-Aid went through. So all different based on how you go through the floors. You didn't have to waste resources.
Yes. All right. Oh damn! This is floor 29.
Wait, is Azure Dreams just basically a Disney story? You want a different life when your parents is dead?
No. It's Disney stories that are based on Azure Dreams.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. So yeah, basically.
There's even singing on floor 20. There's a song. I mean, that's definitely Disney copying us, right?
Viper Town.
Viper Town.
Do you want to post the Discord link while we're at it?
Oh yeah.
Oh so, yes. Oh sorry. Also as well, I was gonna say we also, if people are ever wondering, like, oh, is the randomizer part of the leaderboard? Not yet.
Yeah,
we don't have a leaderboard for the randomizer, but we do have one for the casual game. And to prevent people from using the randomizer in the leaderboard, Programmer has actually done a couple things to actually help us identify what is and isn't part of, or like instead of it saying Tamer on the status screen for Co, it says Runner.
Yes.
And it says XRNG instead of Tutorial.
Yes.
When the tutorial goes up, so we'd be able to tell if someone uses the randomizer and he's like, "Oh, I got a really lucky tower." It's like, no, you memorized the tower. Like, we're aware.
Yeah.
So it's like we did take some precautions that people just can't use the randomizer, but we are trying to figure out the leaderboard for what the randomizer would be like.
So we are on floor 30 on Orza's side, so we need to see that elevator for actually having a chance to
Killer.
And it is here. Oh no, is he fighting? No, don't fight. Oh,
that's two shots if it's a space.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Killers are pretty squishy. They're just hit like trucks. There are some categories, well, not categories, but situation where you want to fuse. I am probably the only runner that fuse a lot. Yeah. And we have a winner on Orza's side.
Yep, there you go.
38 minutes for floor 31. I am going to inform them and prepare the next seat. If you just want to actually keep talking about the game, that'd be fine. Thank you very much.
Sure. So this game's like Pokemon. No. Basically, when it comes to this game, like this is match number 1 because Horza managed to get to above Pule at a higher. Like if Horza were to die on floor 30, Pule would have gotten the point. So this is what our races are kind of based off of because bad luck is bad luck. But you got to give credit to Pule. It's phenomenal doing 28 floors without a familiar. Like, if you play this game casually and stuff like that, just try it. Just try to leave Queenie, or just release them on the first floor and see how far you can go. You'll realize floor 5 or 6 is normally where you're going to die. In fact, Pule was able to get to floor 30 is phenomenal. It was very unlucky, but he is an amazing player. Both these runners are. again. I don't know if the do I have that? No, I don't have that. Let's try to post the links again. Yeah, it was without. So yeah, clowns. I'm indifferent about clowns. Mixture magic is very useful and very good. Looks like we are getting reset here for the runners.
Clowns are great.
No, they're not. If you want to blame anyone, blame Junkyard Dave for ruining clowns for me. Him and his freaking death. But yeah, basically, when you fuse monsters, we did see that blue collar was available to both of them very easily because it was spawning them on the 12th floor. If you fuse monsters, they get secondary abilities, secondary spells, and might change their typing based if it's fire, wind, and water. If the wind will not replace the fire, but water will replace the fire. So if it's super effective, it will replace the type. And I'm actually notorious for fusing the Palumpa into Queenie to turn him into water if I can't find a CC during the runs. And it doesn't do anything at all. It's just something you can do to quickly change it and hopefully not die to all the not the wing creatures, all the fire creatures. I gotta get a double EXP. Yeah, that's actually another thing we didn't point out. When you do lose a familiar, or if you have another familiar out, the experience scales accordingly. Not accordion, but accordingly. I'm also very bad for making jokes. I'm sorry if they're jokes. But Poulet was able to get more experience by taking on fewer monsters. So when they were both level 10, Poulet got that easier than Horza, even though Horza fought many, many more times. There is a 100% run. The current record is 12 hours and 30 minutes or so, held by Kane the Brain. I actually was on pace to break that out by 8 hours, but my computer blue screened. And even though I still had the game going and I could have kept going, we don't step split VODs on the leaderboard, and I had to set an example. And yeah. Oh, I make puns all the time. Me and Seth, I make puns all the time.
I don't make puns. Puns are fantastic.
Ah, yes. Yeah, so the thing is, with the 100% run I was attempting to go for, I'm never going to get that luck again very quickly, and I've been busy. But I will eventually grind out a 100% run, so... God, that run was so good. I had everything. I think all I needed was like a Mazar seed, and I think I was done. But yeah, the 100% run is basically filling up all the buildings, getting all the girls, getting to floor 40, and then on top of that, getting all the monsters in the book. Horace is gonna have to change his layout again. Sandknight, if you can inform him.
Yeah, he knows they're setting it up right now.
Okay, cool.
It'll take a few seconds, but that should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Yeah, there's some problem with his OBS. Just makes it so that when he actually goes out and goes back in, it turns into that every time. Nothing big. It's gonna be fine.
See ya, Wuga. Yeah, Wuga is also a very, very talented runner in this game as well. Actually, most of our community are very, very talented for running this game because people are not supposed to do this.
Yeah, the game is not designed to be done in one shot. Even doing that, even for the greatest runners, is not like... I'd say that by running it a lot and talking to each other and sharing strats and everything, maybe the greatest runners have I'd say 15% like victory, like getting to 440 from the first shot. The tower still needs to comply, which it doesn't always want to. But it's always impressive to still see anyway. So even though we're always aiming for getting to floor 40, getting it is actually pretty special.
Yeah, and the other thing as well that we should also point out is I meant to get you to post it. Could you post the Discord link so people could join our wonderful community?
I am going to post that. Just give me a sec.
Because yeah, we are our community. We started this in February. Sandknight got the moderation privileges on speedrun.com.
And we actually have the old like the person that did that before in chat right now.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, this is so interesting.
Yeah. Hi. Do you want to join our community? I'm sorry. It's But the thing is, we went from 3 people. It was
Yes.
me, Don Fargo, Sand Knight, and Dadarsis.
We were 4, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we figured maybe one of us will run every now and then. We all of a sudden we had 2 speed gaming tournaments. We're doing a showcase on RPG Limit Break. We run a few marathons like ARPGME and stuff like that. Like we've done great. It's exploded in popularity, and so many people are deprived of Azure Dreams apparently.
Yeah, exactly. When I first made this, I was sure that it would be, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 runners. Now our community is 275 strong, I think.
Yeah, and we have
Which
like
is-
40 runners overall or something
Oh, yeah.
for different categories.
Oh yeah, exactly. The leaderboard is stacked. There's people running every day or almost every day. This is so crazy, and I'm so happy. I want to thank everyone, and obviously you guys for just watching it. This is what keeps it alive.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you very much for RPG Limit Break, by the way, for letting us do that community showcase the first time we're running directly on RPG Limit Break, and we like it.
Yeah,
All
and I
right.
think like everyone, like I made a joke about that in the chat. I typed it instead of saying it, but someone's like, "Oh, someone else plays this game." We actually hear that a lot, like a lot, where it's become like basically a meme of if we play it, it's like someone's like, "Oh wow, someone else plays Azure Dreams." We're aware. We've all been there. Every single one of us have always been this. Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb how often we hear that. That, and also, I also want to point out a first entry run of Azure Dreams doesn't, like, if you were not able to do that and you want to get on the leaderboard, you can do it in 2 or 3 entries. What these people are attempting to do is dumb. You shouldn't do it on the first go. If you're able to do like a 2 entry any percent run, or 3 entry or 4 entry, do it. Like, just you'll always improve, more practice. We have tutorials and resources for runners and stuff like that. We've done AI1 manipulation tutorial. I've talked about enemy movement. Sand Knight has an entire playlist of different things.
And we should be back, and the race should be starting real quickly, or it just started, yeah.
It just started, yeah.
All right. So good luck to both our runners. This time it's going to be... Well, I can't wait to see what Pula can do with a pet.
If he keeps his pet, we don't know.
if he keeps his pet. Yeah, that's true.
Also,
Okay.
you can also see we do have fun with naming monsters and characters. Our normal 80% runs, we actually took out the angel scene where you have to name your character, but with the seeded things, we actually have to create a file.
Yes. What's really funny is that I guess Pule was not really happy with CUNY, his pet, dying so soon, so this time he called it Orza. So I guess there's some kind of beef throwing in the naming of the pet. That's so funny.
Yeah. Actually, you tend to name Queenie after me.
Yes, I do.
And the thing is, I always ever name him Trash, so by that proxy. Also, we didn't actually explain it last time because we were explaining the randomizer, but the first floor is the tutorial skip based on the randomizer, so Queenie's not going to be talking a lot.
Yes, but the thing is that's still interesting is the first floor is always the same. No matter how many times you run the tower, it's always going to be that floor. And there's always a copper sword, a wooden shield, the egg of a palumpa, a medicinal herb, and a fireball that has 5 charges.
Yeah.
So you always know that you're going to get these starting tools, which are actually pretty great, even though weapon is not really good and shield either is not really good. It's so much better than having nothing that, yeah, you want to replace that as quickly as possible, but it's still a very good, like, if you die on your first attempt and you go for your second one, you're going to start with nothing. And that's when you really, really start to appreciate the wooden shield and the copper sword.
Yes, and the thing is, it's better than nothing. Also, we've gone through many theories of what the best strats are for 80%. And I remember when I first did my first ever run, like, I think Kia in chat may have verified it. I'm not too sure. But I got a message out of the blue. It's like, why'd you hatch a monster in the tower? I'm like, because it hatches at my level, right? Oh, there's a flame right in front of...
This time he's gonna use his balls, I'm pretty sure. Oh, his sled already. He's level 2 though, so he can take the sled.
Yeah.
It's still a very scary position, just because of that trap that caught his exit. So now he actually needs to, yeah. And the fireball when you're level 2 is a one-shot on the flame, so that's much less scary.
Yeah, and The troll is too high up. You can't hit it. Now it can.
Yes.
Also, you have to. There's a certain sequence of how this game goes. It sounds kind of dumb, but it's true. Like when you move, every other monster will move, like roguelikes and stuff like that. But it's like if you were to do certain things, you can mess up the order to your benefit. So AI1, which we were referring to, or
Standby strat, yeah.
Standby strat. I think we've established it's a better name for it.
Yes.
You change Queenie to AI1, which will keep him on standby. And then you walk backwards, so then the enemy will walk into Queenie's range, get hit. You pick up Queenie, put him behind you, and then you can walk backwards so you're on the same line as Queenie. Do a second hit, and then do a mixture magic by changing his AI to 3 again, and potentially killing monsters without actually taking damage.
Exactly. So this is... Yeah, it costs more mana and it's more time consuming, but survivability is so important in this game that you will see that from once every while. And Orza is a big user of that strategy. Pule a little bit less, is more of a risk taker in that sense. He's gonna just take the hits himself and go for this complete speed. But as you might have seen last round, it costed his pet really early. So right now, these flames are not scary at all. He is level 3, he can absolutely crush them and take the hits.
Yeah.
Even the sled is not so big.
Yeah, and it's absolutely ridiculous how this game has been broken apart since February. Because before we're like, it's like maybe it's like a 10% chance or 5% chance getting to the top of the tower. And during the tournament runs, we've had like 9 or 10 like tournament matches where people just got to the 40th floor, like, oh yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah, I had a run against the Darcis where he got to 40 and still lost because I've done it quicker.
Yeah, it was a double 40 climb. It was so crazy.
Yes, you don't see that very often, but that was a pretty cool seed, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
so like we said last time, floor 1, well, obviously floor 1 because this is tutorial 4, but 2 through 5 is going to be create an inventory and get a few levels up. You don't want to overstay your welcome because the XP is so low that once you get to level 4, roughly, like where they are right now, you don't get enough experience to actually warrant staying there. But you still want to make sure that you're level 4, maximum 5 before getting to these water floors, starting on floor 6, which is where you're going to stop exploring and start going for elevators, which is all kinds of fun, but that's also kind of scary. So you hope to get maybe better equipment. They've got a better shield. That's cool. Shield is always really, really important. Maybe a few balls, maybe a wand. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you want to see before. So they had... Well, Orza had a Scarlet one. They both had one, but it was absolutely useless on Pule's side. You want to see something like that.
Pule jumped into a hole.
Yep, and he cannot go out before actually killing the enemy, but that fireball is going to do it for him, so that's fine.
Do you want to talk about the height differences and what they do for the game?
Yeah, we don't know the exact number, but it's probably around about a 10% increase in attack and defense if you are on a higher floor than your opponent, which also work in reverse for your enemies. So if you are in the lower elevation, like Pule was, you do get 10% less attack and less defense compared to your enemy. So you really don't want to be on a lower elevation, and you might want to kite enemies on a higher one if you can't. If you can. Sometimes it's actually just really useful to take a few turns, a few seconds, just to reposition, which makes this game really interesting. You're going to see these kinds of difference from different runners.
Yeah, and actually no two runners will play the same. Like,
yes,
Horza is very much into the standby strats and stuff like that.
Yeah, taking his time, playing cautiously, making sure that he gets to high floor count. Yeah, and he almost always gets very high floor count because of that kind of strategy. But it almost never goes there first, though, which is still a very important thing in the game.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm the one actually to develop that strat, and I don't play anything like Horza.
That is true. I can watch two runners and know who they are by not knowing their name. I still, just by their playstyle, I can tell you who is what. And we have a Scarlet one, guys. This is gonna be fun. This is a run.
Actually, yes. Basically, once you get a Scarlet one, your survivability is increased by tenfold because you're able to do so much more damage, get more HP, fight things you're not supposed to fight, and with the standby strats, you're able to kill a lot more things. So as long as Horza finds it as well, if somehow Pule found it and Horza doesn't explore the floor, which he should, it's under floor 5.
Yes.
So under floor 6, I should say.
You even explore 5, even though there's Manivas, you still explore those floors.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, phew. Alright, Binding Ball is also a very good pickup. But what we want to see is that Scarlet one. That's the one. That's the one. Go and pick it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is why they can't watch each other's streams like normal races. Normally, when we're doing like any percent races or bookless races and stuff like that, you just kind of go at it. And we don't care if you see each other's sides because, well,
you're not gonna gain any information. And
yeah, it's like,
unless
I found a Scarlet one, I didn't find one for another 30 floors.
yeah, exactly. But now we changed that rule set, obviously, with Seated Tower. By the way, I think this is the first time we actually do a community showcase of the run being like Seated Tower, that they both have the same one. I think it's the first official time we do that. So it's super cool to actually showcase the thing in a community showcase settings.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how we're gonna race going forward. Having the same tower, showcase how two runners facing the same challenges are gonna use their brain power, gonna use their thought process differently, but still come up with pretty clever ideas. And I really, really enjoy watching players running against the same tower, but yeah, showing their style.
Exactly, and the thing is, you can see. I meant to point out before. You can see the both players are actually maneuvering the camera and turning it around. That's actually something I refuse to do.
Yeah, same here.
I get yelled at by another runner quite notoriously. Is I just turn the camera. No, I need to know which way is north. Like I need to know which way is natural north, so I can remember the
full layout. Yeah,
and stuff like that. And it's ridiculous on like how it helps you to survive, but somehow I refuse to do it.
Yep.
So like that's how if you watch me play, it's like relatively like Horza, a lot of AI1, actually more AI1 than what he does. And
yeah, you AI1 everything.
Yeah, and then you just look at the camera, and unless I actually have to peek around a corner, it will never move, and I'll always revert it back to the way it was.
Yeah, same.
Because like I said before, like when you're going into a new floor, you can draw a big C from where the camera starts and goes to where you are. So if you're on the bottom right, it goes top left, bottom right, you can basically see half the floor.
Yes.
Pay attention. So I just know I have to go north, northwest, and north right, basically to cover the entire floor from what I have not seen.
So right now on Poulet's side, we are on floor 6, which is where you don't want to fight anymore. And obviously, because Azure Dreams, he starts in a room full of Manivas, and he doesn't see anything about the elevator yet, and he has already used his speed on floor 6. This is not cool. I guess he used it when CUNY was around 50. I don't think he was really low on floor 6. That's almost impossible. He didn't fight that much.
Well, floor 6, 7 is where you should start considering using the Peter Fruit, because like we said, the hunger meter, if it goes to 0, your monster's useless, so you have to keep feeding them.
Yes.
And honestly, getting up to 440 with only like 1 or 2 healing items is actually the worst, because you find herbs, throw them to your monster. Or also look like that balloon there.
Speaking of, there's a balloon without any MPs, so he got a free kill, free experience, that's always fine. But he's got a good advantage in time compared to Orza, which is still on floor 5. I guess. Oh no, he's still exploring. Let's hope it pays off.
That's my answer to that.
Cutie in a trash.
Yeah, Queenie has cost me numerous runs because he's been shawnied, which is a verb in the community, by all of a sudden just running off randomly and dying in the random corridor. So like, cool.
We've gotten pretty good. We've gotten pretty good at never getting shawnied again, and every time it happened, it's almost always our fault. But yeah, when we started, that was a thing, and it still sometimes is.
It is. You can see the strength of the Scarlet Wand here. He's only going to take 1 shot from 2 U-boats, basically.
He's able to kill U-boats, and 2 of them. One of them was asleep, but still, that is huge. You still don't want to overstay your welcome.
Be able to 2-shot, that might be a 3-shot.
Yeah. That's how powerful Scarlet is. But you still don't want to overstay his welcome. You just want to find an elevator and go. Yeah, that's it. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so the other categories we have like let's say you have a really good run and you get to floor 35.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, I can't submit to the 80% leaderboard. we actually have categories for 10, 20, and 30 floor intervals because they can all be submitted from the same run. But the thing is, if you have a really good run, we don't want you to lose it because 80% is so inconsistent. So if you only think you can only get to floor 10, try it. Like submit a leaderboard, and then next time try to go for floor 20 or something. Like, make small goals. This game is really fun to get into.
Yeah, we always aim for floor 40. But like he said, if I get to floor 31, then I can submit for floor 10, floor 20, floor 30. I still have 3 runs. 1 run, but I can submit to 3 different leaderboards. And like the difficulties of floor 7 through 9 is so high that even just running for getting to floor 10 is fun. There's enough difficulty in that. So yeah, that will get you into the game, and then you will get to 20 and you'll be super proud, and then you will have 1 time to leaderboard, and then 30, and then 40. The incremental leaderboard makes it so much more fun than just being, oh, I got to 39, I died, then it was all for nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is, when me and Sandknight, Dawnfar going to Darcis, we're all in the Discord, we're like, okay, how do we make this not terrifying for new runs?
Yes, that was the goal. Yep.
Like, well, it's a 40-floor tower. We divide it by 4, and then just first place on the floor, first at 10 is like 3 minutes and 6 seconds or something.
Oh yeah. Don't count that time. That doesn't count. It does count, but damn, is it scary.
Yeah. Let's go to leaderboards here quickly.
Yeah, it's true. 6, I think.
6 seconds is first place.
Yeah, and that does include tutorial. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that was glitchless, or not glitch entry.
Oh, that was glitch entry. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, go up trap.
Terrifying thing.
So I think this is kind of scary on Pula's side because of the go up trap. Now he's on floor 11, and you generally use floor 10 to level back up. And yep, oh, that's gonna be so scary. Oh, CUNY taking the pillar in the face, 23 damage.
Oh, that's still terrifying.
Yowza.
Don't put him. Don't.
Yeah,
no, you put him behind you.
Like I said, he's not as used as Orza using the AI 1 strat. No, that's CUNY dead. And now that wand is useless because wands are only really good.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
There you go. You got that 4 damage. That +1 mattered.
During that time, Orza is getting demoted back to level 6 because obviously clowns are dangerous, but worse than that, they'll level you down. That is bad.
Yeah, so Horza has a big advantage now having, the flame or the Scarlet Wand and Queenie.
But he had last time, and still Poulet got to be really dangerous runner because of how fast he goes when he doesn't have CUNY. And that is still going to be true. He's still 3 floors in advance, and he won't fight anymore, and fighting takes time, so survivability goes down the drain. I mean, we all agree to that. He cannot fight, but not fighting is still going to be faster.
Mm-hmm. And
oh, Krakens also.
Yeah, Krakens are just the worst. Like if you spot them, it sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so if anyone's wondering, this is run on the PlayStation. The randomizer obviously is emulator because can't really do that. Not yet. Leave it to programmer. He'll find a way.
That is true. You know it.
Yeah, again, all shoutouts to programmer. If anyone joins our Discord, if you go to the randomizer and one of the pins there is the website, it is phenomenally complicated for what he's been able to break apart this game.
Oh yeah, you know it.
And also, we've seen a couple instances of go-up traps.
Yeah.
I made a recommendation and everyone hated it and loved it at the same time. Why not make them go down traps as well?
Oh yeah, we have made go down traps. It exists now. We haven't talked as well that we are, it's brand new, but now we have Azure Dream Bingo, which is also a lot of fun, which is a take on Bookless, which I really like.
Yeah.
If you want those longer runs.
The problems me and Sandknight were having.
Yeah, Shawnee, your suggestion sucks. Well,
I'm used to that. Every speedrunning community I'm part of ends up me being a butt of a joke, so I don't mind. This is me.
It still was pretty much fun to play. The go down trap actually is fun.
It's terrifying though, knowing that it's like, oh, I'm on floor 18 or whatever. It's like,
nope. Go back to 17.
You're going back down. Go back up.
Ooh, we have an egg.
That's good.
For Shawnee that doesn't have a pet, yeah. For Shawnee, sorry. For Pula that doesn't have a pet, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right, getting kicked in the face though. Oh, it's gonna cost. No. The problem is the Eling.
Yeah, don't pick a fight with him. Or he was trying to weaken it down so the fire can kill it.
Ah, that's clever.
Oh, we also have a wonderful document on our resources that was made by Baldwin.
Oh,
And
damn,
it is
yeah.
the most perfect. If you want to know anything about the monsters, look up that document. And...
Have you seen the trap room on Poulet's side?
Oh, wow. Yeah,
There's like 8 traps in one room. Uh-oh.
That's a Kraken.
That's really a Kraken, yes.
That's a Holy Scroll's worth.
That's the Holy Scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's certain things where you just don't mess around with. One of them is the Kraken. The Kraken can't get through the Holy Scroll, so he's...
Yes.
Oh, we're just gonna have to egg it up. Okay.
That works. That's gonna give plenty of time for Orzo to catch up, though. Like I said, Orzo is a very slow, methodical player. He always is gonna be behind. But as you've seen, last round he still won the round. Slow and steady sometimes win the race.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
But
it's 12 traps in one room.
Damn. But giving time for Orzo to catch up is really scary. So even though I think this is still the play, what Orzo is doing, what Poulet is doing is right. This is still scary as all hell. Giving time for Orzo is not good.
Yes, this is a mystery dungeon style game.
Yes, but one of the giant difference from every other mystery dungeon games, and it might look very small, but it's actually pretty huge, is corridor between rooms are too wide instead of one. And this changes everything, I think, personally. The fact that you can actually go around some monsters, you can use the road, sometimes you can fight 2-on-2. Yeah, that's pretty huge.
And we see on the Horse's side, doing the AI 1-star. It's going to be able to kill the first volcano without taking any damage.
Yes, and he only will have to deal with the second one, which is still scary, but he's got full health. So I think
that's one of the things I think the community is great upon. You should at least, no matter what, know how to do that if you're going to run this game, in case you need to do it. Because just doing straight up mixture magic brute force isn't going to get you far when you're versing killers and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly, that's true.
So,
well, at that point... Oh man, that would be great. Did we see... Oh yeah, that's a U-boat. Oh, that's pretty good. It's also the emblem of Poulet sans tête, so will he be backstabbed by its very own favorite monster?
Oh, I don't know. But he is,
okay.
He is the scout.
Yes, so the scout ability costs a crap ton of mana, but in exchange it gives you the whole map layout, yes. So you know where every rooms are and where the exit is, and he's gonna use that to actually not fight, but more importantly, scout every floors. And then try to play, ooh.
Why not eat the Shimuro seed? It's defense.
It takes time and he doesn't want to get hit at all. I'm not saying I would have done the same, but I get it. One defense is not going to save you from a killer.
Pick up and throw the troll, don't just walk by it with paralyzed. Paralyzed only lasts for one turn sometimes, or sleep only lasts for one turn.
Yeah,
or, like Sad found out,
52.
Yep, 52 turns.
52 turns for sleep, you know it.
That was so dumb.
Oh yeah, that was, but the plan was not that bad. The execution was.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna have to take a hit.
There you go. No, he's fine.
Well, he also could have shoved it, so.
True.
So some monsters can be picked up, they are too heavy. Gerudos can be picked up even though they're floating. Balloons cannot, even though they're floating. So...
Oh, yes! Oh no, pick it up! Throw it out! No! But that's fine, he doesn't have to deal with the monster anymore. He's taking a lot of risks, which I actually like. If you are gonna run without a pet, at least... Okay, what's the sword? Okay, he doesn't want to check it at all in the end.
Basically, to answer your question, Seraph, Sandite used a Holy Bell.
Holy Bell, yeah.
Oh, Restore Scroll! We got Queenie back!
We get Queenie back! Oh yeah, I used a Holy Bell so no monster could enter the room, and they were waiting at the door, and I've counted turns because one of the monsters was actually like banging at the door. It was like moving up, down, waiting for the room to be open again. And I counted turns, and it was 52 turns. I was asleep in the middle of the room, waiting for... I still got killed. Like, maybe I would have stayed asleep for longer than that.
Oh, Pickets, I love you.
Oh, yeah, just stole your inventory.
Poulet actually just showed off the differences between attack power. Is he did 22 damage with the Copper Sword +1 and 34 damage with the Scarlet Wand.
Yeah, that's huge.
But and like Sen said, if you lose your monster, the wand is useless.
Yep, but now it's useful again, so that's good.
That's why I
Good
don't
thing
get
he
rid of
kept it
items
up.
if something dies.
I generally do. That's why I say it's pretty clever he did. So he didn't, so that's fine.
Oh, I keep a hold of the Scarlet Wand no matter what. Like if something happens, I need that.
Yeah, I get that.
Ooh, they bump into each other. They're coming towards him.
Yeah, not only that, but one of them has a bow and the other one has a sword. Yeah, I think the item was not optional. He had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving forward. Or is this still 3 floors behind?
Brain, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the Galaxy Brain to Atom Brain. Yeah.
Ooh, a 417 egg. Will it be
Yep.
a Picket or a Garuda?
The worst and the best.
Yeah. If you egg bomb with a Picket egg, it does like 2 damage and nothing else.
Yeah.
Truth glasses, you get to see what the egg is.
What it is? Oh!
Alright, I will
This
explain
is-
the Garuda.
This is happening during
Okay, so-
community showcase.
Alright.
Don't
so,
get your eggs stolen, dude.
Yeah, no. So Garuda is broken.
Yes.
To the point where we split the leaderboards.
Yeah, it's so bad that we have 2 leaderboards depending for any percent and any percent grounded. And grounded is you don't have the right to use a Garuda. And yeah.
Yeah. First of all, the special area. This isn't really a special area. This is just a tower in general and a seated tower, if that's what you're asking.
Yes. There's 40 floors to it, but then you have town building management, and you also have a dating sims, where in this thematic, ARMs are accepted, so you can actually date all the girls at the same time. I think there's 7 of them.
Yes, there's 7, and then 8th slot is
Beating the final boss, yes. And you can build town stuff like upgrading your house, but you can also build an hospital, a library, and it does improve town, lets you date all the girls, and also you just feel good about doing some good in the world. And you can build a casino to get rich as all hell.
because of the priest.
Because of the priest, yeah.
This is what's going to be interesting. Chat, keep track of how many times the abduct is used.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we haven't touched that, and I think we should. So,
Yeah.
Garuda is coming up soon. I think Pula is not able to actually hatch the egg because... Oh, damn, this is scary.
No, he should be able to hatch it. He's just trying to get safe.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as that's done, he's gonna have the Garuda, which has an ability called Abduct. And Abduct, how it works, is that you can actually... The way I think it's supposed to be used is that your Garuda can teleport himself and the target to another place. And generally, when there are enemy Garudas, they're gonna do that on your pet, and then create a duel somewhere else, leaving you alone. And that's as bad as it is. But when you use it on yourself, you and your Garuda teleports together to another place. But it's not any place, it's another room. It cannot teleport to in a corridor. So you can, and it takes so little mana and only 1 turn that you can actually use it to get out of bad spots. To the point where
We had it in the boards.
we had to split leaderboards. If you can get to do it, you will see it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like oh, that saves like 2 or 3 minutes or something. No, it saved. I think was it Baldwin found out you could do that, and he did a new game plus file of like 24 minutes or something to clamp the tower, just with Garuda. Although he's not using it just yet. He's using Scout more and more. I think he's trying to use up the.
That's fine. That's fair.
I think
it's true. It's true, Seraph. We haven't touched on book list that much. What we consider 100% is whatever the game tracks, and one of the things the game tracks is have you seen every monster at least once, which makes the 100% category extremely long and tedious. So we don't always do that. We generally don't do that at all. What we will do is do the book list, which is 100%, but we don't actually fill the book. And since this is tracked, we didn't think that 100% should. It still should have the book in itself, but we'll make a new category which doesn't need it. And book list is down to 4 hours. I think it's pretty decent, considering my first run was 9 hours. I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah, and I got like 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Which is pretty darn good.
Yeah, because I got a Gerudo on the first entry, and I gotta use it for every other subsequent entry in the tower.
Sure.
So,
But with that pace, you can actually do 2 runs before I do 1, so that's huge.
yeah, it was a stupid run. Don't throw the monster first, Pule.
Yep. He's
still in range of it.
Okay, and here comes Garuda.
Yeah. Yeah, the Garuda is gonna be AI 2.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna leave it alone? It's gonna die.
And then duct needs to turn it out.
Was it upduct?
Because of the randomizer, it happens.
He did the glitch as well. So he is now on the other side of the entire tower's floor.
Yep, and since it doesn't cost enough MP to actually be a problem, he can do that however it feels like it. When he's in trouble, instead of fighting, whoop, teleport.
He's blasting off again, yeah.
Yep, that's what he's gonna do.
So he has now explored the 4 quarters of this map, just because of the Garuda ability.
Yep.
And it takes like 3 MP, or no, not 3 MP. It takes
No,
like
it's half an
1.5
MP.
Yeah, half an MP.
Yep.
So if you have like 1 Pita Fruit, you're good for the entire tower. Although you can get teleported right beside.
And then immune get it. There is a slight danger, yeah, but that's not that bad.
I came across that in my bookless run. I accidentally went into a room with a block and a unicorn, and it paralyzed me when I got in there.
Yeah.
Like, oh good.
He's pretty unlucky though.
Yeah,
Damn.
he is. So it is a random tile in a random room. So, more rooms equal less chance and you go into the room you want.
Yes, that's true.
But at the same time, it does take away all the walking you have to do.
It also takes off all the fighting you have to do.
Yeah, which, goodbye, Viper.
Yeah, that's super huge. I've never seen someone this unlucky with Gerudo, though. Is Gerudo really trying not to give the game? That might be a thing.
So my question is, did Horza pick up the Garuda egg on floor 17? Or did he?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That was
and does he know it's a thing?
Yeah. So...
Okay, 2 rooms you haven't checked yet. So the first one is that one, and that's the one. Okay. But obviously Wee Dog.
Yeah. So the Wee Dog can be gotten rid of, binding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'd pick up Garuda. Thank you. So if he does wake up, he doesn't get one shot.
Yeah, because that's a fire monster against a Wind Garuda, which is scary as all hell.
Always protect transportation.
Yep. Right.
Watch him get abducted like 2 spots right
And
there.
blasting off to New Sky.
There you go.
Alright, but it was so slow that Ors actually catched up. He's only 1 floor behind.
Yeah,
That
but
is interesting.
my guess is Horza never found the Garuda egg or the U-boat egg. Or if he did find them, he hasn't identified them. He's been using the
Probably, yeah.
Garuber. I like that.
This is gonna stay. Garuber is gonna stay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mr. Doom, thank you very much. That's a new meme.
Garuber. I'm so happy with that. Yes, okay.
Oh, he has the U-boat. Okay, so he doesn't want to use it, probably because he doesn't want to take the time to actually hatch it.
It's a thing that not a lot of people high block. He should have another
fire, that's
fireball
it.
or something.
Yeah, fire and
They
that's
have
it.
extreme amount of defense, but they're incredibly weak to magic.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Holy Bell? Really? Okay.
Okay.
That's overkill, but... Alright, he's fine. That's what's important. But damn, during that time, Orza is not leaving, like, he's just moving. Oh, that's where Garuda is huge.
Yep.
Oh, damn, he's gonna get it once.
Nope.
You sure?
You do it towards him and you walk down.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fine.
So like I said, there's different sequences in how the turns play out. One of them is, like, okay, also just as a side note, when Horza gets to floor 24 without Garuda, I'm going to be very curious how he's going to do that room, because that is very...
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. When he gets to floor 24, how is he going to leave this room? Bye-bye.
Kind of the upheaval trap as well.
Oh, damn, yeah.
So, but basically, when it comes to, like we said, we split the leaderboard. Garuda's really overpowered as hell. You can clearly see why. Like, this is already, what, usage number, like, 30, maybe?
Yeah.
On Kuwait side.
And when you're lucky on top of everything, you just get teleported to the room with the elevator every time. This is so fast.
Also, if you're lucky, you can beat my world record by 7 seconds after I'm restreaming the darn thing. You know, just as a side note.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Just after you restreamed it, I just beat it by like 7 seconds. That's so.
It was like 3 or 4 days apart as well. Like that was just dumb. But yeah, what I was initially saying is just a sequence in how the moves work. So when you move, enemy attacks. But if your monster's using an ability, it will use the ability after you move, before the enemy attacks.
Yes, that is true.
So as long as you move into where the Garuda is facing, they're not going to be able to. Okay.
Oh, that is scary.
That is the problem with Garuda. Thank you for
that's the.
Please don't do
that's
that
the only problem. Yep, but that's the big one.
Did it actually teleport to the same spot?
No, but around the same monster.
Yeah, around the same monster. So we can. That's just dumb.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I gave him a small heart attack.
It gives me one. It gave me one. Damn.
Ooh, Horza missing. He actually hit down right instead of down, missing the block as well. So he's able to kill it because he does have the height advantage and he does have AI 1.
Yes, and he one-shots.
You don't want to mess around with things that paralyze.
No, exactly. Especially the Zeus, because you cannot paralyze them. In exchange, they are immune. Though blocks can paralyze you from a distance, that might be worse.
Yeah, and also the Garuda still has.
Ooh,
hello.
Okay, so what's a Barong? Barong is that orange thingy with a purple thingy on the back of his thingy. Anywho.
Oh, that's a perfect description. Yeah.
Thank you. Barong are actually monsters where you can throw them items. They're gonna chew on them and spit you something else. But the important thing is it doesn't check for rarity of items. So even if you're looking for those kind of 1 in 10,000 item, which this game has, and we haven't seen any of them, like the Dark Sword, the Oldie Sword, the Roche Fruit, any of these things, well, the Barong is not gonna look for a rarity. It has an equal chance of spawning you every item in the game. So that's where you find your good stuff.
This is why look where you're going. You don't walk into 2 Mandaras.
Nope. Oh, we see a stealth being killed on Orza's side, so the big orange brown turtle, I guess? These enemies can turn invisible, and sometimes you're gonna take damage and you don't know why. That's because of stealth.
Okay, I would not.
Did he pick up a zoo?
I would never do that.
No, I'd never do that either, unless it's sleeping, like on Orza's side.
Yeah. So zoos will roar. They'll change your enemies or your allies' AI down by 1, and if it's on 1, they'll get paralyzed.
Yes.
Ko doesn't have AI, so yeah, he just gets paralyzed.
Yep.
And it has a very high success rate too. And hi, you're gonna.
And they are also immune to paralyze, so you can paralyze them in exchange. Did you just get paralyzed? That's it.
Yeah.
Which is always a bad thing. 1, 2, he's out. That's good. 28.
Yeah. There's also, again, he's done like 6 floors in like 4 minutes or something. Like.
Yeah, but Orza is also like not too far off, and yeah, that's a lucky elevator. But Orza is gonna get that one as well. So.
Oh, we weren't paying attention. How did Horza deal with floor 24? Floor 26.
I saw 23 and 25. I haven't seen 24. That's so bad.
Oh man, so sorry.
Yep.
Folks, go heavy on the Garuda gameplay.
This is where the action's happening, though. That's what you want to see. What is he gonna survive to that?
Ooh, there's a Mandara
teleporting around. Oh, there you go. Lucky elevator.
Yep.
Okay, on floor 31, we're gonna see some storyline. We're gonna see and meet Beldo, which is the evil in this game. He's gonna come on floor 31 and taunt you that you should come and meet him on floor 40 and actually deal with him. The dangerous part on floor 31, when you actually meet his projection, is that enemies aren't loaded yet. So if you actually start dashing because you see that the room is empty, well, it will spawn enemies while you're dashing, and you can end up in a very tough situation. Both these runners know, but yeah, that's kind of the scary thing you discover on floor 31 first time. So that room seems empty. It's him, the projection, and the Garuda, but that doesn't mean this room is not filled with monster.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's still terrifying nonetheless.
Oh yeah. And nothing. That's good. You saw him take a second and turn camera. That's what it was for.
Yeah.
Okay, killers, go back around. He saw it. Nope.
Yeah, so killers have a wonderful trait of just having criticals. That's their special ability.
Yep.
And-
Also, their arms are axes because why not?
And they're wearing boxer shorts, so who knows? Like, they have clothing, but they don't.
Oh,
there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there are everywhere.
So they're only there for floor 30, 31, and 32. So once you get to floor 33, you don't have to worry about them. But then you have glaciers and
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna
and
say.
golems and
I
stuff.
prefer to take the yeah.
So
So
the last
everything-
9 floors of this damn tower. This is terrifying.
Yes. Like if everything was not as terrifying as it needed to be, now it cannot fight anymore. That's the end. Oh, I think you take the hit. Yeah, he
Take the hit.
Oh, damn, 40. He's level 12. That's true. He never fought. That's so low.
See, the problem is, okay, so to elaborate, like, we have a New Game Plus category as well, where we have New Game Plus, granted New Game Plus, and if you take a Garuda into the tower with you, that's fine. You go into the New Game Plus, and if you go into without Garuda, you go into the New Game Plus grounded because you're not flying everywhere like
Like that.
And the thing is, it's pretty overpowering. Like, but our rules for the New Game Plus is you take in untempered equipment.
And
You
any
have to hatch the
unleveled
monsters
pet.
on VOD.
Yes, unleveled pet, yeah.
Yeah, so they're level 1, but you can have a level 1 kid. You can have a level 1 Garuda. You can have a level 1 whatever.
Yeah.
That way, someone who has a brand new file doesn't have a plus 99 Scarlet Wand.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
And
it
this-
cannot be plus 99, but I get the point.
Yeah. Let's try
The interest- Yeah, trained one. The interesting things, though, is that if you want to do fusion, you need to hatch the eggs in your house and then bring them into the tower. It's going to take extra inventory space. So if you want to do New Game Plus and fuse 2 monsters together, then you need to take 2 of your 5 inventory space to just get those 2 monsters together and fuse them.
Yeah. And there's also, like, if you get a Balrog and a Minerva and a Picket, there's glitches you can do to duplicate items. You can duplicate, like on my New Game Plus file save, I have like 20 Roche fruits, which should never ever be that quantity ever.
Yes,
but I can go to the tower, I can pick whatever monster I want and go, I want you.
Yeah. The reason why it is not considered a major exploit, even though the Garuda is, duping is so long that if you take the time to do it, you're actually gonna probably be more than too far behind to win. Even though once you have everything set up, nothing is gonna stop you. But
and then that leads on to my next point of my New Game Plus run, where I found out the balloons are more broken than the Garuda if you have the right resources.
This is why balloons are also a part of grounded.
Grounded category.
Yes.
Because Baldwin beat New Game Plus in 24 minutes, I beat in 22.
Yep.
And that's like 16 minutes worth of duping.
Yeah, exactly. Once the duping was done, you were good to go.
Yeah. It was so fun. It was such a dumb run. But like, we have so many categories for so many different interests, and if anyone's interested in learning it, again, we have resources. Our community is remarkably like civil when it comes to like everything. There's just been no big arguments or nothing, really.
Yeah, exactly. We're making sure to keep it fun for everyone and treating everyone the same. So making sure that if somebody wants to do a race, we're always happy to stream them or have fun with them. That's so.
He put Garuda back in the bag.
Oh yeah, I think he just clicked too quickly to the square. Yeah, R2 square. You have a lot of shortcuts in this game, and this is one of the things that I really, really enjoy. That's a lucky teleport.
Yeah. Also, I don't think you can teleport onto traps. I'm pretty sure it deregisters the trap.
I'm pretty sure you can't, yeah.
Because I've never ever spawned on a trap in all the times I've ever used Garuda.
Yeah. And we've used Garuda quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sleeping dragon. Let's get out of here.
Grab the loop first, though.
Sure.
Or not.
Yeah, will he?
I was
Goodbye.
using it first.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, the Game Boy Color version is a completely different game, but the same game at the same time. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's also a tower. It's only 30 floors, but then there's a 99 floors. There are bosses. There's a 99 floor basement. There's a lot more monsters in the basement than there is in this game, but a lot of the monsters are the same for the first part.
Hey, it's a cool.
The combats are quite different as well, but it's based off the same concept.
Ooh, I would not have done that.
Yeah, that was scary because of the breath.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the same line as the dragon when you're walking, because their skills, they like dragons are very, very, very skill happy.
Yeah, they like to breathe on you, their flames, and it can only affect you from 4 space away. Farther than that, they cannot breathe. But 4 is pretty far.
Oh yeah. Trust me, Croaker, we're all in that boat at one point. And we all figured out, hey, it's like people actually play this game.
Oh, I can actually link the Discord again. I've just done so, but if there's new people in, I will make sure that you actually have a place if you want to come and check with us. It's not only for speedrunning. We really like to talk about the game. It is called Azure Dreams Speedruns, because this is the main reason we are here. But if you just want to talk about the game, play bingo, casual, challenge runs, we all do that in one place. And also our Discord fused with the Game Boy Color version. Oh damn. Okay, so with Gerudo that's not a problem, but how is Orza gonna go through this?
Yeah, that's although Horus is only.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Don't teleport in front of both golems.
Nope. Yep.
There we go.
All the monsters slept for quite a long time though, so it might be fine. I mean, Orza. But you can see the power of the Garuda right now. Even though Orza is playing extremely well, there's now a
too.
Yeah, there's still a 6 floor difference, and this is the power of Garuda. And Orza know all about that, so he doesn't know that it's happening right now, but he knows when we'll tell him that Pula's got a Garuda, he's gonna understand why he was so far off. Oh no!
Well,
I don't think he can tank a 61.
He can with the height difference.
Oh yeah, that's true. 10% increase. He needs to test it out. 51.
Yep. There's that height difference.
Yeah.
This is why you check your MP when you're using Garuda's ability.
And now he's in trouble.
I think
Tuna.
Still.
Yeah, Tuna's fine. And now feed that.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have anything. Oh, he can feed the egg.
You feed the egg.
Feed the egg. He doesn't feed the egg.
The eggs count as Peter fruits or 50 MP for everything except for the Batanel line.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go with these.
Dude, what are you doing? You're scaring me.
He's probably didn't see the egg. I mean, at some point you get so scared. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's the end. That's the end. He's gonna run away. He's gonna do this on foot.
No. What are you doing?
He's gonna get a pet. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
When we tell him that he had a egg and he didn't think about it, it's gonna be so.
Why didn't write this down?
He's fine. He's fine. He's level 12 without a Garuda on floor 38. That's gonna be. Oh, that pillar ball though. Oh yeah. Okay, run like the wind, and now pray to
get your HP back for. Oh no, that's gonna die.
Yeah, that's gonna die.
Dragons.
Oh, true. He's got a U-boat. He can use it to actually scout the next floor.
Oh,
that doesn't save him, but that's pretty good.
He is very fortunate to hatch that U-boat right now because that's
true.
3-star glasses.
Oh no, he doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. It's there.
But the golem woke up.
The golem woke up. Okay, that's time to. Oh yeah, tuna. That's it. No traps. It those squares. Make sure that there is no traps. Okay, that's fine. And we have a floor 40, guys.
Oh wow.
Oh my, that is so incredible. 4704 is pretty darn decent also.
Game?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Power of the Garuda until floor 38. Writing down talking points when we get them in for an interview because... no, we don't have it turned on. You'd be dead.
So we're gonna go to race number 3. That's gonna be nice. I can't wait to see who's gonna take it. I'm gonna go and prepare the next seed. Tell Orza that he actually is gonna go to third run. If you can just
everyone
keep
entertained.
Thank you very much.
So yes, we have. This is really dumb. It just shows the difference in Garuda. This is why we split the leaderboards, not because of like, oh wow, like truthfully, Pule had really bad luck with the Garuda. The teleports weren't working out and stuff like that. And if he were to feed it the, they call it the egg for 50 MP, he would have been fine from like floors 30 upwards. So he definitely always have to watch out for your MP. Feels like a scar for the first frame Queenie kill. Yeah, pretty much. Or flame, so not frame. So used to always read it as frame. So yeah, what we see here, basically, Beldo is the one who killed your father. Your father put the seal around the ultimate egg. And if you... he needs blood from Monster Hunter. You happen to be your, guy's son, so therefore he can use your blood. And this is going to be the most difficult battle you'll ever see in your life because you just kind of walk and then you get hit. And then Queenie... There you go. Wait for the thing to happen. There you go. Queenie has the sword. He's like, here, hit him with it, and you win. There's part of the randomizer which actually makes him a boss. I don't know how it goes because I have not done the randomizer myself, but it's like 120 something damage. Yeah, 129. Even if you do that much damage without it, he'll never die. He's actually just a sprite basically, and he has infinite HP. And he moves as fast as the picket, so he's been doing his cardio up on the 40th floor. It's something about like Queenie being joined with him or something, and they can't be separate, but then he eats them, but he doesn't eat them. So I don't know. Beldo's still alive somewhere. Storyline's great. Oh, he said goodbye to Queenie. I approve.
And I'm back, dear.
So time would have been at 49:40 for that run.
Since we're going to be setting up, Shani, do you want to take a few seconds to actually bio everything?
To do what?
Bio? Do you want to take a bathroom break?
Oh!
You're fine?
Okay, sure, why not?
Sure. So we are going to be setting up again. Obviously, because of the small technical problem on Orza's side, we're still going to have to reset up their screen. Now that we know that it's going to be a problem, I think it's going to go a little bit faster. And everyone is going to reset everything, and I think we should be fine. Oh yeah, they're almost going to be done with it pretty darn soon. So third race, I cannot wait to see actually who's going to take it, but it's so cool that in the showcase, it ends up being 1-for-1. It's interesting that there was a Garuda. We had to show that up. Yeah, I think we're going to get a pretty interesting third race. Orza and Pule are one of our great runners. Orza actually won the last tournament, so we do tournaments on Speed Gaming most of the time. Orza won the second one, and Captain Ouija won our first one. We are prepping up for a third one, probably at the beginning of next year. And we are going to do a few marathons also in the meantime. I think these guys are ready to be set up. Oh yeah, that's great. All right. So if you guys have any questions, since we are going to be waiting on them to reset, feel absolutely free to ask anything. And I think I can use that time to explain maybe a little bit more about the items we generally see. There are eggs that you can actually bring back home and make sure that you actually get a pet permanently, which is not a thing you can do in the any percent run because we never go back home. But this is one of the big and interesting part of the game is actually bringing monster back home, making them stronger, fusing them, which we haven't seen yet, and I don't think we're gonna see, but that's a really fun thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do Rendo Sunday every time. Rendo Sunday is every Sunday, the day of the week, not necessarily the ice cream. Well, it could be both. We do Rendo casual matches where we actually try to get to floor 40 as we do now, but we will do that in with randomizer options, and every time the Rendo options are changed and we make super crazy seeds where enemy have crazy powerful spell and are not of the right element and everything is thrown into the garbage. But it's so much fun actually to do that. And welcome back, Shawnee, also.
I have a dog.
You do have a dog.
Yeah. Obi has been very, very patient. The fact that I've gone upstairs for most of the day, and he's like, "Oh no, Sean's not around." And quickly to use the bathroom, he ran outside the door. He's like, "Hi." He's like, "Okay, I'll pick him up." So, I have a dog now. We have a third commentator. He doesn't really speak very much, but he is here. Hey. Sorry, we're ignoring you, baby boy.
I mean, I've made the seed for this event. Are they so bad?
If I made them, apparently they would be, because apparently I'm shunned. Yeah, this is a very good way to practice Azure Dreams as well, because not only do you skip the tutorials, you don't have to listen to Queenie speak every single time. Even if you just did that and have a random seed, it speeds up your gameplay a lot. Although, truthfully, just loading from a file or having a save state would be just as fine, like before the first floor elevator. Yeah. Because that way you can practice it. But you have to start outside Coast House if you want an official run. So, sorry, not in the randomizer, but the actual console/emulator runs.
All right.
Oh, we're all good?
Oh, I think we're going to be all good. I'm going to count them down. I'll be back in a few seconds.
Sure. So we're going to start again. Just to cover the first 5 items they will grab on the first floor. The first floor is not changing. They'll have a wooden shield, a copper sword, a medicinal herb, a fireball with 5 charges, and they will have a random colored egg, which will always contain a plumpa. That plumpa is basically a second pita fruit. It's actually very useful. Or you can egg bomb it. It does roughly 60 damage, 100 damage if you're throwing against a fire creature at a higher level. The egg bombs are one-time uses. They're very useful to getting out of predicaments, and also there's certain monsters which actually will chase eggs. So if you know what you're doing, you actually can do it pretty well. And this is match point now. This is quite amazing that they're both spectacular runners. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Horse is the only one who do a full. It was like 3.5 hour 99 floor run of the randomizer, or something like that. Like, it was ridiculous. Faster than me doing booklets, he's able to go up 99 floors in the tower.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing, because when we do community showcases of the game, this is always the part we're scared of. Is this game is so harsh sometimes. You're gonna walk on a paralyzed trap and get killed by a monster on floor 3. So it means that the whole community showcase could end up being someone winning because he gets to floor 4 2 times in a row, and the whole showcase is done in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's always what scares us. But for some reason I cannot understand, every time we do a community showcase, it's always really great and close, and it goes to high floor counts, and crazy stuff happens. And I'm so happy.
28 floors without a familiar, like, it's crazy.
Or find a Garuda the next seed and win the round.
Oh, Garuda is just Garuda. Like, that's just... You can't complain about that. At the same time, it's like,
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah,
Oh, damn, he's changing the name for Sandy, so this is a direct... I don't know what you call this. He's just trying to mess around with me, which works. I still love Yorza.
I'm trying to figure out what Poulet's name is.
I don't know. That doesn't mean anything in any of the languages I know. Water crystal? Really?
Water crystal floor too.
Damn. And the troll is the very first monster you want to see each and every time. Gives you a level, and it's not as hard as the flame,
which does not give you a level.
Which does not even give you a level. Yeah. It gives you 1 XP shy of 1 level. Yeah.
If you find a plump within a flame, you get a level. If you find a flame by itself, it's just not worth the effort.
No, not even. Palumpa. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about the Palumpa on floor.
No, you have to find out on floor 2.
Yeah.
Also, I remember some people talking about book lists or whatever. Book list is our most consistent run. If you start it, you're most likely going to finish it, because by the 3rd or 4th tower entry and stuff like that, you're going to have enough attack power behind you to go up the tower pretty easily.
Yeah. There's always a scary part of the final climb, we call it. The final time you actually get to floor 40. That's something really stupid happen and you die. But unless that happens, you generally, like he says, like Shawnee says, you have the firepower to fight almost everything. Because CUNY is going to be level 26 or something at that point, which never happens in an any percent run. I think Orzo was like 21, which is really high considering circumstances.
That's great. Poulet threw the wood shield against the troll to kill it, and then he stepped on a rust trap, so he's currently at a -1 copper sword. It's like, oh,
Sadness.
that's a good strategy.
Sadness.
Yeah, so he's currently going to be swinging. Actually, and this is the thing. This is back when RPGs +1, -1 meant a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like if you have a -2 sword, it's as good as like junk basically. Oh, bye Obi. Fee came in and stole the dog. Oh well. So yeah, basically, like if you have a -2 sword or a -2 shield, like you're probably gonna die because of that. It's gonna like even a -1. Like if you get a cursed Scarlet One, so it's a -1 Scarlet One. That one difference in attack power, like you got to be one extra level than what you normally think are for damage calculations.
Yeah, it's
Like,
to
makes a
that
big
point.
difference. So I would be picking up all those herbs and just feeding it to Queenie. At this point, he would need at least some back. Like, there's no reason not to.
The Copper Sword is sad, but obviously he will change weapon as soon as you find anything that's better, which is pretty much everything. It's when it starts to happen with a weapon you're trying to groom and become stronger, and it's a problem.
There you go, 9 damage instead of 10.
Yep,
So that's gonna be a 3 hit now instead of.
That is true. Oh, and a miss. Yeah, you got it 4 times instead of 1.
Can we say that Poulet is getting roasted by Flame?
And I'm hungry now. Is that the part where we speak about food?
Oh god, that's such a video.
Well, Orza is running this time, so.
Ooh, that's
What? Oh, yep.
I would do a shove.
I don't know how to get out of this. This is okay. Fireball, and then go up trap. But he won't be able to explore 3rd floor. So if there's anything good in there,
Oh, he's not gonna get it now. Okay, Seraph. It's me and Sand as commentators is like you're expecting puns nonstop or jokes. Like,
That's how we do this. That's how we roll.
yeah. I think we're the most paired commentators as well.
Oh yeah.
No, but it means that you're a hostage and you're gonna have to sit here while we endure puns. But honestly, the fact he's having a problem with flames of all things and he's really named after chicken without a head, like a rotisserie chicken, is just the best. Like I love it. Just throw the herbs against Queenie. Come on, give him.
It takes time. I don't do that. I agree with Pula on this one. Takes time.
This run is emulator friendly. The current on randomizer, whatever it's called, I don't know anymore. It is based off an emulator because obviously we can't do that with discs. But yeah, we do have emulators allowed on the leaderboard as well.
Yes.
Back in the day, they weren't. So I was mistakenly known as the world record holder with a much inferior run to what's currently the 80% world record.
Oh yeah, but the game has changed so much since we actually started putting time into the game. It's just not the same game at all.
No, but at the same time, the run is still there as the world record for 80% no major exploits.
True,
Like,
true.
The Narcissus run is insanity.
Yeah, there's no beating that. There's just, but he's put like 300 runs under his belt before.
But the thing is, he doesn't have the
getting
knowledge
that.
that we have now. Like, if you actually watch the run, there's a lot of mistakes he makes that we now know how to fix or get around.
Yeah, but he used the mighty power of running away from everything.
Which actually really
And
worked.
being lucky. And also being good. I mean, he did use monster manipulation to an extent that even today we have a hard time.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's how you do that. Okay.
Yep.
Messing around with the multi-twitch thing. Apparently I had it in the wrong format for a while.
Oh, by the way, well, if you came here for bad puns, you are absolutely to the right place. We'll make sure you enjoy your time.
Especially with being sand around.
Generally, we're kind of stupid and goofing around.
Yeah. The thing is, there's only so much we can explain repeatedly about this run before we just devolve into puns.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of speed games where you see like them resetting or doing whatever numerous times. Eventually, the streamer's gonna be like, "Well, about pizza."
Yep, you know it.
Shout out to our submission run for Bookless.
Oh yeah, we talked about food for like an hour.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep. So
also welcome to all the new people popping into Discord. I do see.
Yeah, a few names are being coming up. That's really appreciated. We'll make sure to A, provide you everything you need if you want to start to run, and B, link you every link if you want to just see runs. And if you want to speak about it, well, there's like 7 space in the Discord to actually speak about whatever. So feel free to say stuff. Yep. You also have emotes. So yeah.
No, you have to buy 15 dishes. 3 pages of 5. I should know. My note taking for that is 15 circles, 3 by 5, and I cross them out a little bit by little bit with this a line. That's my only notes I take for booklets anymore.
While me and Orza speaks about food for an hour. That was fun.
Darn it. You started it. Anyway, back to the actual run before we get derailed on food commentary again.
Yes.
It's rice.
So yeah, we have floor 6 on Poulet Santet's side. This is where the run starts to get scary again, especially since the first 2 times we saw the Scarlet one, which is let's gonna call it easier mode. So this time we didn't see any ones at all anyway.
That's on floor 3 we didn't notice. But...
Oh, maybe, but did we? Yeah. So they're still fighting with the weapons, with swords. So this is going to be really, really scary now to get through floor 6. And most importantly, floor 9, which is going to be U-boats all over the place. And a few clowns just to make sure that you don't level up and anything.
Clowns are the best for that. Ooh, a steel sword. Horza's going to win.
Yep, there's an old meme in the community. If you find a steel sword, you win.
Yeah, screw the life one.
But I think, yeah, he also has a life. Poulet also have a life sword. A steel sword, sorry.
Yeah. One of the runners, Fee, actually did call it right. The life wand was cursed, and went with the steel sword. And ever since then, we've always agreed that if you just pick up a steel sword, you're probably gonna win.
Oh yeah, so Poulet is actually scouting even though you have found. Oh, maybe that's gonna pay off though. There's a 1 in this room. What kind of 1 is it? Actually, almost no matter any one it is, it's still gonna be better than the steel sword. Well, probably. Golf.
Second one you'd want? Golf is probably the second one you'd want.
Yeah, golf is decent.
Water a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So the golf one is gonna lower your DPS, your damage by quite a bit on every monster except water monster, in which case it will increase it quite a bit. And since with the fire setup, water monster are the worst one, this is actually quite usable. And that starting room, you start in a room with 2 monsters, well, 3 actually, and you have no exit close to you, which means you have to fight everything off. This is where you're gonna see Orza shine though, because the AI1 strat or the standby strat is gonna be huge, and Poulet doesn't use it, so he's gonna lose a lot of HP fighting these guys. And when that U-boat's gonna come up, he's gonna be almost dead already.
Yeah, this is the. He has 2 medicinal herbs. He can't. Yeah. So the thing is, he should just use. Like, he has a holy bell. That
True.
should have been the first thing. Like, you're on the other end of the room with no exits. The holy bell should have been the priority, most likely, because. Yeah, there we go. 17 damage though, but.
Oh, he should have used the medicinal orb right off the bat.
Oh yeah, he should have. That would have been taking the turn.
I guess he was scared that the U-boat would go under the ground instead.
Ooh, he has a wind seed on a golf one though. So if he gets up to like the later
waterfalls... yeah. Like, you can actually change any pet's element into another one using an elemental seed. So the wind seed obviously changes your pet into a wind monster. We generally use that to throw at an enemy, turn it into wind, and then use fire spell on it to crush it. But since you would get a matching one and a matching spell together, that could be great. The big downside to that is if a spell, like the spell CUNY uses, If it turns into a wind spell, that's fine. But the problem is when CUNY is going to level up, the spell is not going to become stronger. So if you do that on level 15 for CUNY, that spell is going to stay 15 forever. And that's what you don't want to see. That's why he's not doing it right now. But it might become huge later on.
Yeah, and we can see, again, Horus is climbing up. Like, he's fighting a lot more things and doing it. Like, he's exploring a lot more. I wouldn't really...
Okay, he's off.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, him exploring floor 6 is still questionable to me. Because, like, floors 1 to 5... If you're lucky with enough runs, you're going to get some pretty decent items and spells. And here's the room that we're talking about previously.
Oh, yeah. How is he going to take care of this? Yeah, AI 1 strat right away.
So this is like where, like Sam, that you said, you can find out different runners just based on their play styles.
Yeah, he also turned camera, so I know it's not Shawnee.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I got yelled at by Steve quite a bit on that one. Because like I do walk into a lot of monsters, but the thing is, I'm confident in being able to kill them. Is he gonna do the fireball to get? Yeah. Fireball weaken it, so it's only one shot to kill the.
Yeah. The big part also is that luckily the bloom, so the planting, actually tried to brainwash CUNY, and it makes your monsters turn out on you and try to kill you. And one of the really thing we tend to forget is that CUNY is immune, so we are never scared of being brainwashed. But when you do that with the monsters that's not CUNY, oh damn!
Yeah,
like you have a plan in your head, and then your plan is like, you cannot use mixed magic because CUNY is not your pet anymore. Oh, and by the way, he's gonna try to kick you in the face. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, and the thing is with that as well is when it came to just casual play, like not even speedrunning or nothing. Like I've died numerous times in these floors. Let's take out a killer or a dragon. And all of a sudden it's like bloop bloop, and all of a sudden it's brainwashed. I'm like, no.
Oh yes.
It's like cool. It's like use a holy scroll and sit there, and hopefully he doesn't try to kill me, or just based on the turn orders, they might smack you immediately. It's very scary to get a brainwashed creature. But
in any percent runs, the chances that you will not have CUNY and another monster set up by the time you don't see blooms anymore is very, very, very low. So I don't think that's a problem in this kind of setup. But do that in a bookless run or any New Game Plus, that's gonna be scary. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, and it's remarkable that like everyone has a weird death story in the tower.
Oh yeah.
On my first ever bookless run, I got pinned up against a wall. I had a rash, and I tried to do AI1, and I put him on a confusion trap.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I actually can't leave without dying because I was in front of a glacier as well. So I'm like, cool, and I got smacked. I had to redo the entire tower climb again.
But that's one thing we haven't touched yet, though, is that this game, considering it's so random, and sometimes you die by things like you've just said, you put your monster down where like you always do, but this time it happened to have a trap on it, and you paralyze your very own monster and die because of it. That thing makes it so replaying the game is never really a bad thing. You never feel bad about, okay, I died. That's goofy anyway. That's such a fun game to play, even if it's your only speed gaming run. But also if you have another one and you've tried to get better and better and better, and the night hasn't been on your side, playing just one game of Ash Dreams and trying to speedrun it is soothing. It's really, really fun.
It's really hard to be angry at this game when you die because it's either so unique, so dumb, or so stupid. It sucks to lose a PB attempt, stuff like that. That's not going to change. But it's not the game. Like, it's just really dumb. You just have to laugh it off.
Yeah, I agree. I agree so much.
And like that's the mentality in our community. Is like when Poulet lost Queenie on floor 2 on his first run.
Ooh. We have a life one, and I haven't catched that.
Oh, he did pick it up.
Yeah. That's huge. I just picked on that right now.
Yeah, so Life 1 is arguably the best.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go back and forth between Scarlet or Life, because HP is a resource, and with the standby strat, the AI1 strat, or whatever you want to call it, you can call it by both in this entire stream.
Yeah.
It is excruciatingly painful to take a hit and know that you're going to die one more hit. Like if they do 26 damage to Poulet right now, that'd be a 2-shot, he would die.
Yeah.
If you have a life 1, you get 3 or something life back. All of a sudden, oops, it's like the monster can't kill you, and you can survive. And it's remarkable that this this one stupid wand, which does like probably 10% less damage or 15% less damage than overall, can make you survive a lot more than the Scarlet Wand where you're doing brute strength. And it's
oh yeah, and it's also
better.
It's really good when you use 10 by strat, like you said. It's also really good to use elevation to your advantage, because if you take less damage and deal more, then you lifesteal more and take less, and you can get to a point where an enemy hits you for 5 and you lifesteal 5, and then you've dealt damage but taken none actually.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a scary room. On Poulet's side. Okay, that's the Holy Bell. That's why he kept it. Oh, Christ. Alright. He's gonna get some EXP from that troll, which is a good thing.
That's a 3-shot, I think, so you should be able to kill before it runs away.
Yes, but the scary part is that every exit is still gonna be covered. So a Holy Bell makes it so the enemy cannot be in that room, and if they are, they need to exit, and they cannot attack, they cannot do anything. Oh, one of the monster went off. That's perfect. And it lasts a crazy amount of turns. It's like 50-something. I'd say 52, but it might be it might be a different number.
It depends if you have a galaxy brain or an atom brain. Like, we don't know what that is.
I'm not commenting on that.
That was so dumb, so good.
That was perfect, and also, yeah, that was horrible, but it was fun.
There's a brief AI1 thing here from on Poulet. Unfortunately, you don't want to do that with the trolls because they kind of ignore defense and they hurt more than they're worth. Honestly, the trolls' swords.
Ooh, that's the Kraken. Okay. Release the Kraken.
Yeah, there's a little spin that happens when the runners know they messed up and they can't communicate.
Yep.
It's quite nice. It's just playful, but like, you know, it's a speed game and every frame counts, and it's a race. And every frame counts. You'll see the runners like jiggle the camera or spin around by holding triangle and just mashing the D-pad, because they're like, oh cool, I'm excited about this, or oh damn, I walked into that, or something.
Yep.
They just want to release that little bit of anger.
We have the live one. We have the live one on Orza's side now, so they both have it. And Orza is making sure that he actually feeds all the herbs to CUNY.
What a lucky go-up trap that Kraken found.
Ooh. And luckily it doesn't really put the Krakens on the next floor, but it does for you, so that's great.
Yeah, the monsters are always fixed. They go up in a kind of sets of 3.
Yeah.
So like the blooms will be from floors 6, 7, 8, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly. U-boats is 7, 8, 9. It's not always 3. Sometimes I think it's 4. Yeah. But it's around about that amount. And
they change out every now and then too. So not all just brand new ones. Like you saw Manivas at floor 5. They disappear at floor 7. And then over to floor 8, which will last to floor 11.
Yes, exactly. And then they come back on floor 15 because Manivas. Oh, pretty clever move by Poulet where he actually uses the fireball. Even though he is confused, the green glow means you're confused. You can still shoot fireballs in a straight line. It won't try to change your direction before actually doing that, which it would if you're trying to attack. So that's clever.
Yeah, and you don't want to accidentally smack.
Oh wait! Orza is fighting a Kraken. I know it's confused, but still. Look at how long it takes to kill the thing.
Yeah, they're horrendous to fight. Oh, we got a floor 15 egg.
Which is a volcano. Yeah, that's really bad.
That's a pita fruit equivalent.
That's absolutely pita fruit.
Poulet probably got so excited there to see an egg. On floors 14 to 17, you can find Garudas.
Yeah.
I believe for the eggs. Programmer broke that down.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's if you find an egg within this kind of group, all of a sudden you hatch it, just go up the tower, like you're good.
Yep. Wooden one, nope.
Nope.
Bearing a Scarlet Wand, you won't see a change in weapon at all.
Yeah.
And even then, they might stay with the life. I would change for Scarlet, but both are great.
I would probably only change if I had a decurse scroll.
Oh yeah, true. That's clever.
We never actually touched on it. All the items that you can equip can be potentially cursed.
Yes, that's true.
And remove the items until you either go back to town, which we don't want to do, or you find a decurse scroll, which is a relatively rare find.
Oh, they don't decurse when you go back to town. They stay cursed.
Oh, no, but you can unequip them.
You can, yeah, it autos and equip them. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And because of that, it's very, very, very annoying when you equip, like, oh, a steel sword, like, oh, that'll be good for now, and you walk in the next room, and the steel sword is cursed, but like, oh, look, there's a scarlet one on the ground. You're like, well.
Okay, so you see the CUNY strats for the pickets. So pickets cannot steal items from your pet. So if you put your pet in the way and make them do a small duel, your pet is always going to win because pickets hits for only 1 damage. Yeah, 2 times, but still. And unless you find a very high amount of pickets in a row, your pet should be able to regenerate health in between encounters. So that's definitely how you want to deal with pickets. Put your pet in the way. Let it deal with it, though it's long and it costs a lot of mana. Attacking costs you 1 mana every time.
Yeah.
So if it takes 4 hits, like I think it did, so it's 4 MP every time, and you have 100, so 25 encounters for the picket, and that's it. You need to refresh that MP.
Oh, so if I recall correctly, level 23 is when Ko's max magic power happens, right? Because this is level times 4 for up to 99.
24, yeah, up
24.
to 99.
Yeah.
No, it's 25. 25 is 99. Yeah, it's 4 times your level. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it caps 99, but still.
Yeah. So if you were to kill enough monsters to get to floor 22 or level 22 or level 23, you're near max magic. You can pretty much one-shot all the ring creatures up there with fireballs. And we should also explain as well the magic balls they're finding and they're having. If they're fire based, it's gonna be projectile based and damaging. If it's wind based, where is it trying to attempt right now?
He's gonna push. He needs to.
He needs a push, but he also needs Queenie not to walk into.
He needs to walk to the left and hope the Kraken.
Holy bell! There we go.
Yep, that's the room. There was a problem for play as well, so he is gonna fight. No, because there's 2 space. Yeah, there's 2 options for the Kraken to hit. Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh, okay. That was scary.
Well, I think it'd be scarier if he hit himself there, because he dropped Queenie into the confusion trap.
Yep, you know it.
And then you have 2 confused monsters surrounding you. You wouldn't be able to really stay safe in that regard.
Yeah, he's gonna bag CUNY and then let the spider go. If the spider is keeps stacked on the left wall, it's gonna turn left. If stacked on the right wall, it's gonna turn right. So you can know where some of the monster is gonna go. And that is not good because I think, that the other spider is gonna see him. Yeah. Oh, that's scary.
He's gonna do wind and fire, so he's gonna hopefully...
Yep, that's clever. That's how you do this.
Yeah.
Bam, next. Move forward, and the spider's gonna come for him, though. The other one, yep. Okay, he's gonna fight a spider. From high elevation with a life one, I think it's clear. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not ideal, but thankfully spiders do have considerably less HP than they thankfully. But if you want to try hard mode, use
give them an Azak herb
twice.
Give them an Azak herb and check yourself.
Oh no! Use the malicious bell twice, and then use a Hazak herb on them, and you'll realize how much damage they actually can do.
Yeah.
Because they actually are one of the creatures that evolve, and when they evolve, oh man.
Oh yep. So we speak about Azak herb. Azak herb makes it so that if you've lost any of your strength, so you have attack and defense, you can lose some, but let's say you have 17 attack and you get it hit by a Viper, one of their abilities is gonna drop you to 16 out of 17 attacks. Your maximum is still 17, but the game is only gonna count 16 of those. Arachnes have a trait that makes it so that when they gain 1 attack point, they actually gain 1 out of 2. So if you find a way to restore them, they actually have double the amount of attack they should be for their level. So even though Arachnes are extremely dangerous right now, if we gave them an attacker, they would be twice as hard. And you really don't want to see that anytime.
I have a dog again. Yeah, and the thing is, some of the creatures that can evolve, be very thankful you don't find them in the tower. Yeah. That's what makes 100% so difficult, is you have to find the eggs, which is obviously a very, very small percentage.
Yes.
Stay please.
and you need to evolve them, which makes it really, really long. Duping helps, but it takes a lot of time anyway. So yeah,
you have to be very lucky to find the things. That's why you need to find a Balrog egg or a Rochefort to get a Balrog first.
Yeah.
And then that's where you can set up and do stuff. And
okay, monster manipulation on Poulet's side. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Following the enemy, that's always good.
Yeah, for the most part, the monsters will always move either counterclockwise or clockwise around the tower, just based on how the layout is.
That one is gonna come for him though. Yeah, the wee dog's coming down.
So like this is the stuff that when Darcy's got his initial 80% world record of like 39 minutes after the new timing rules, which is again obscene.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah, it's like 39 minutes with the tutorial and going up 40 floors of the tower, doing the end boss, seeing all the cutscenes. And it's just insane. But like he did not know about how the enemies moved.
True.
And that is something that
he had a good feel for it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he probably shouldn't do that because he's now stuck between
a spider and a spider place. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really. He's trying to have to throw the Palumpa egg if he's.
We just saw the Palumpa egg on Ursa's side, by the way, which is only one floor behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can absolutely deal with that picket. That's not too bad.
Is he gonna do AI 1? Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. Well, luckily it didn't hit his cuny, so that's good. They're both fine. They're both fine.
Yeah. That life wand is paying off very.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know it.
I think actually Horza does have. Yeah, he does have the life wand.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's picked it up on floor 11. All right, picket floor is almost done, so they will move forward and not be stressed about their inventory getting stolen. Except though they might find another one on floor 25, but that's another thing.
Also, I meant to say as well, if anyone in chat has any questions about what they're seeing, always feel free to ask. We're happy to take a.
Oh yeah.
Like we're happy to answer it. If something seems confusing or needs some explaining, just let us know. We can explain it to the best of our ability. In French or English.
That is true. We have actually a few French speaker. Poulet is from French speaking, obviously. I mean, the name. Right. I also speak French. You're learning, Shawnee. So we're gonna get we're gonna change it for I don't know.
Also, the other thing is the leaderboards is dominated by Canadians. This is the oddest ratio of Canadians to other countries there is.
Yeah, I don't know why Canada and Azure Dreams, but Canada and Azure Dreams.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Like, for a while, it was more than, like, 75% runners from Canada. Even though now we have, like, from everywhere in the world, and it's a little bit more diluted, we still are, like, everywhere on the leaderboard.
It's like hockey.
It's like hockey. It's the same. It's like, not hockey, what was it called? The other one. Oh, an egg!
Oh, okay. I will explain what the hell has happened there, because that is not normal.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Poulet, for the illustrative point of back and forth. The Vipers actually, Vipers, like in real life, will actually eat eggs. That's part of their main diet. So when they made this game, they made Vipers actually look and hunt for eggs around the floor, and if they're in the same room, they'll go to it and eat it. So when you kill them, they'll actually drop the egg that they ate. So what he did is he threw his egg, which looks very confusing, against the Viper, did the 60 damage with the Palumpa.
Yep.
And ended up killing the Viper, who happened to already eat the egg of the floor. So it's not, he did not somehow dupe it, that's not some sort of glitch, that just happens to be a random happenstance that happened.
Yes, and one of the weird things that most people don't know is if you bring that egg to home, nothing bad's gonna happen to it. But if you hatch it mid-tower, which might happen, that pet is gonna have less attack than it should for its level, because Vipers in the tower create some kind of acid or venom or something that makes it so it decreases your attack for the whole trip on the tower unless you cure it. So when they eat an egg, they actually apply their poison to that egg when you picked it back up. So that's something most people don't know, but it's still a thing. There's so many details in this game. I like it so much.
Yeah, like pickets won't steal from you if you have a griffin because lore.
Yeah, in mythology.
Protect treasures.
Yes, in mythology, griffins protect treasures. So if you have a griffin as an ally and a picket is melee with you, it will never be able to steal your items.
Yeah.
And it's written nowhere in the game. Just You will feel you're just lucky.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just happened to be the case.
Yep,
Also,
I
they're both in
really like
Viper
that.
Town right now too.
They're both in Viper Town. Oh, that's true.
Yep, both 420. Viper
420.
Town is the midpoint of the tower, obviously, because 20 is half of 40. That's pretty simple math. But I love dry deliveries. I really do.
Thank you very much. That was appreciated.
No, but the thing is, like, this is actually the turning point. Like, getting up
Yeah.
to 411, like I said, you tend to die a lot when you're first casually playing.
Yes.
But floor 20 is when the water kicks back in.
Yeah, and
Yeah, the
also
Vipers
Vipers are
is-
terrible.
Yeah, and this room doesn't look very fun. 2 unicorns.
I think he can just run away. I think that's what he want to do.
He's trying to do something here. I don't.
Backstrap?
Okay, no. He's gonna be like luring the monster and then putting him in a bag.
Yeah, backstrap.
Yeah. It's still not ideal there. But
If he move it
can
down-
go down one, he should be fine still.
Yeah, he needs Scholar. Moving down one wouldn't have helped in any way. It would have been same difference of distance. And
Yeah,
Queenie would
like-
have taken more damage.
No, the thing is, Queenie would have survived the unicorn, but
Yeah.
he would have been on the door frame, so then they wouldn't track him when he begged.
Oh,
Queenie.
maybe, yeah.
So that's the small differences in like what one space means in this game between the enemies tracking you.
Yeah, that's
Also,
one
Queenie
of the
will
things.
always come out.
In front of you, yeah.
Yeah, but he'll always try to go to where you assigned him for placement. So he instinctively try to go behind him because, well, that's where most runners put Queenie. They don't want him on the side because if you hit a trap, it's not that bad. If Queenie hits a trap, he might kill you.
Yeah, exactly. He got out of that pretty well, actually.
Yes, he did actually. He's pretty unscathed for the most part.
Yeah,
Oh, he has a new L egg. I didn't realize that.
they both have a new Yell, hey? Mm.
No, but he's at level 18.
Oh,
So there's a good chance that
he fought much more than Orza did. 3
Yeah.
level difference for same floor.
because the thing is,
Dang.
if you were to hatch,
Yeah, I agree, Grendra, sorry. Yeah, it's huge.
well, Pune is much more aggressive than Horza. Horza will definitely do AI1, but he won't pick fights. Pune walks in a straight line and kills whatever's in front of him. This time.
I agree because I do the same thing. That's how I play.
Yeah, so like with here, you'll see change to AI1. He'll hopefully pick up Queenie and put him
Yeah.
behind him.
Yep, and it should be okay for a one-shot kill.
Yep.
15 plus. It is gonna do 37.
It's not a
Oh,
Scarlet One,
36.
but it might
It's
not.
1 HP.
Yeah,
It's at 1 HP.
that's the difference again. Scarlet One does make a big difference in the later
Yes.
tower when you can actually do stuff. And I do believe they both picked up the blue collar as well during this as well. So
Yeah, pretty sure they did. All right. Will he actually go for the Batnell strat?
see, that's it. I'm curious. Is it getting up to level 18, 19 isn't normal during runs? Normally, you tend to eventually just once you hit level 20, you kind of avoid the rest of the tower till like
Yes.
24.
Yes.
Kill a couple wind creatures and you move on. Him being at level 19, he has a very good chance.
Ooh,
Actually,
Acid Rain. Okay. Acid Rain Ball is a special spell ball that will always only have one charge. You can only use it the one time. But it's going to do a crazy amount of water damage for everything that it's in the same room as you are. Or if you're in the corridor, it's going to deal that amount of damage to everything that's in melee with you. So it's obviously more useful in rooms full of monsters. It also don't always one-shot wind creatures because in fact it deals water damage. But almost everything else should be one-shotted. It's
yes.
really powerful.
That's the chat. Yeah, Poulet managed to find a life one before.
No, they
Or is
both found it on floor 11. It's
Yeah.
just that at that point Poulet had 4 floors in front of. Oh, that's
No,
bad?
he'll be fine to take a hit.
Yeah, he'll take a hit.
Like it sucks, but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
traps can appear beneath the elevators for record.
True. Also,
So-
during that time, Poulet has caught up 4 floors. That's crazy.
Yeah. It looks like Poulet started to do a little bit more AI1 than he likes.
Oh, that's actually great.
I know, but
he's not behind. I mean, go for it.
Well, the thing is, he's not one to do the standby or AI1, so it's really just changed the name like a couple weeks ago, basically.
Yeah, that's why we are still saying AI1, but it's the standby strat. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it is not his specialty, but the thing is, he knows how to do it so he can survive, and especially with these wing creatures on floors 24 or 27, like you're going to be able to do that. Also, perspective looks weird. It looks like stealth is actually to the bottom left of him sometimes.
Yeah, it's because of eye delivery.
Mini map. The little green mini map will show you where things are, so you can properly aim. Like that's really crucial.
Really important thing, Kaya. You are absolutely right about that. The most satisfying thing. But the bad part about that is if you kill too much enemies in the same time, sometimes the game's soft locked, and you're done. So
Monster Gun is safe, but not one floor because they have to be on screen for the most part to be registered.
And even though that's really one of the most satisfying thing, I would never risk it, especially in a race setup. Right. So Orza has picked up the pace a little bit. There's only 3 floors difference now, even though it was 4 a few seconds ago. But they're both in a pretty good setup. Difference is Poulet has got 3 floors and 3 levels on Orza, but Orza is pretty good at playing from behind. That's how most of his races go. He knows he's slower, but he knows he's much less risk averse. I could see an error
on that one.
Yeah, I could see an error on Poulet's side. It's pretty rare to see an error on Orza's side.
Yeah, I think of all the runners to be paired up against each other, these are 2 drastically different players, like in every regard.
Oh yeah. And it's actually interesting because Poulet plays a lot like I do, and you play a lot like Orza do. We are also a pair to be very different in their playstyle.
Yeah, at one point he knocked me into the losers bracket in a tournament. And
I
then Poulet finished me off.
That's your weak spot.
Yeah, probably French.
Yep. Also, that's an interesting matchup because there was supposed to be a race of Orza versus Poulet, and it got cancelled due to some problems. And that was scary. But that is why we are actually using these 2 runners as our community showcase, because they add something to deal with.
Poulet, I loved his
his little spins.
Yeah, he's like, because you can't have an item on a trap.
Ooh.
So
he's fed the water crystal. He feels confident. He feels confident in his
I
empty
hope he ends
count.
up with it has a curb.
Oh, diamond shield though.
Oh, okay, that was definitely worth it.
Alright, level 21, and he's not gonna go for the Nuyel strat, which I would have used. Honestly, Nuyel is just a little bit better than Cuny, especially because water and healing.
You can still evolve it above level 20, but the thing is, it just takes longer to do.
True.
Like, if you're gonna do that, you might level 19.
I don't think you do go for that if you haven't got it. If you haven't done it on level 19, I don't think you go for it.
Yeah, because they're so fragile without evolving.
Being a
so or if you have a Mazar Seed. If you pick up a Mazar Seed, you can hatch it any time and evolve it. Like, that works great.
Yeah. But the time you go for hatching it, is it going to be really worth the shorter the tower? You're not going to fight against dragons anyway, right?
I can. Like, again, Scarlet 1 and level 23, you can kill them. You can't take on more than one at a time.
Ooh, egg.
If he makes a mistake while picking up the egg, is it an oof?
What was the egg? What was the egg? I didn't see.
He threw away the truth glasses. I don't know.
Yeah, I used the truth glasses, but I haven't. I'm gonna check the. Say. A block. Okay, block's interesting.
Block would be useful for the fuse into Queenie because you would get defense.
True, but you'd need a water crystal, which is his jug back. So I don't think that's a thing you need to do.
It was a block egg. Thank you.
Yeah.
So many. Actually, yeah. So, who has the record for the highest egg?
Oh, that's absolutely the Narcissus with 7.
Yeah.
He got the title of Dad of Eggs, so yeah. Egg Dad.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Oh yeah, he also got the Ulim Garden, which like 8 Ulim fruit in the same run. Oh, speaking of,
Actually. Oh,
speaking of, I had to talk about it. That's fine.
Monster Den, Monster Den, Monster Den, Monster Den.
Yeah, Monster Den, Monster Den. I can talk about Rush Fruit. There's a fruit just there. Is that Rush Fruit?
First time I built
If it is.
Rush fruit.
Okay, good. Could have been.
He can make it to the elevator safely there.
And these guys are just never stopping. 427. Oh, 28 even. 426.
Yeah.
They are so close considering, yeah, how different they play.
But the thing is, this will still be coming down to the last 9 floors. Because
Yeah,
the
I
last
know.
9 floors take up more concentration, more careful planning, more resources. They can kill you in 2 hits for pretty much every monster, except glaciers. So it's like, it doesn't mean you have to stick in that room. No.
Here's our Discord link for those that needs it. Oh, this is getting scary on Pool S side. So many
He should've
monsters.
moved. Yeah, okay.
Hey, no problem, Seraph. Alright. You can see the tension in how they move. They slowed down a lot. They're just like, is it
not
gonna be...
stuttering. They are actually being very careful where they step now.
Yeah.
Like, he has a diamond shield, he has a blue sand. He used blue sand on the steel shield.
Did he?
Yeah, what level is that steel shield where he's ignoring?
I don't know. It needs to be at least +2 for it to be like... Oh, damn. So many snowmans. Yeah, if it's not +2, it's not worth it. I mean... The fact that diamond shields are immune to be rusty should be more valuable than...
Hi, Naples.
everything. Okay.
I elite fruit, or no. Confusion scroll.
Yep. Pick up that cuny. Pick up that cuny. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. That was scary, but that's good.
Again, Pule walks in a straight line. That just proves that.
Oh yeah, Pula never stops.
Again, we should address that this is a fixed seed randomizer race. Like again,
Yes.
we're not used to commentating. I'm not used to commentating.
Yeah. We
randomizer
used to
on-
call that unrandomizer, but now the unrandomizer do have randomize option as well. So we call it seeded tower mode or seeded tower. But yeah, this is kind of new because when you see a situation on one side, we generally say, oh, that's going to give a chance for the other player to catch up. Which is not going to be true because if you get a situation on one side, you're going to get it on the other side as well. And it's, like I said, it's what I really enjoy the most about the game right now. Is definitely the fact that you can see both brains, both person fight off against the same situation. That's so nice.
Yeah, and
He's gonna fight a snowman. Nope.
no, he had to put it one. To
Oh, he's level
back right
22
in-
though.
Oh yeah, no, he's doing fine for levels.
Damn.
And again, that life wand, giving him enough HP to survive the next hit
Yeah.
each time.
It gave him 1 extra hit. He would have been alive with 1 health, but it's only because of the life one.
Yeah, there's also a damage roll. Oh, Horza, he's trying to time the Holy Bell elevator. He's gonna get hit no matter what. So
Yes. Can he take the hit?
I
don't
would
think-
I would put Queenie there. Make Queenie walk up at the same time. Okay, what are you doing?
I don't know. Okay, he's gonna put it back up. Is he gonna go in the corner of the room and hope for the zoo to go away? I think that's what I'd do. What is he trying to get?
I honestly don't know. I'm actually very intrigued what the heck Horse is attempting.
I think he's just spinning the hamster. Yeah, that's what he's doing. The hamster is spinning. He was just thinking about how he's gonna get through this, but...
Well, the hamster almost died there if he wasn't careful. Because crits happen, and crits are just annoying.
Yeah, I agree, Seraph. Even though traps are still a big thing because there can be the traps are going to be in the same spot for both racers, but one of them could trigger one and the other one couldn't. Oh, yep. That still can be quite scary and quite different, but at least it was there for the other player. The other player just decided not to step on that tile.
Oh, no, Horse, what are you doing? You put it down in front of you to stop them. There you go.
There you go. So many of us will want to transform into an item if they can, if they don't see you. So putting them in corridors where their line of sight is only 2 squares will actually give them a real incentive to change into that item. You can even go back and pick it up, but right now he is in some kind of a pincer.
Oh, 3 tyrants for the acid rainbow. That's a good cost.
Yep. Oh yeah, little up. And the block's gonna do it. Yeah, 104. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, items. But
and
are there monsters here? That's the thing.
Yep, the question is
Beldo
this...
goes away.
Yeah, you need to see Beldo go away, and then what's the room? Oh, lucky room. That's good.
Yeah. This is the same seed. Programmer, our amazing
Mad scientist.
Yeah, who decided to break apart this game, made this randomizer, which basically we can make it so on the first entry, I believe, no matter what, it's always the same seed. I don't know about the
subsequent entry. Yeah, subsequent entry is also going to be seeded.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that is an incredible feat. So yeah, this is actually like once Forza gets to floor 32, we will know exactly this room on his screen and how he'll react to it. Like this is a once in a lifetime kind of thing where programmer just did the impossible.
Oh yeah, we talked about how nice it would be to have that, but it was always as wishful thinking, and I cannot believe that one day he came in and I think I can do it, and he did it, and he did so much more. I mean,
yeah, actually, do you want a link to the randomizer page so people can see?
Oh sure, why not? That seems like a good idea.
You could see how many options there are in this thing, and we're doing a very vanilla version of basically tutorial seed and a couple other small things. It is basically it's the seeded thing, but like it is remarkable what he's able to break apart in this game, and he takes suggestions. Like I suggested that go up traps become go down traps. That could be
a thing now.
Yeah. Also, we have a curry bot. So.
We also have a curry bot. Yeah.
I love you, curry bot. Oh,
okay, floor.
A quick hit.
Yeah, floor.
So I didn't see it. Horse is slowed.
Oh, okay.
You do not want to be ever slow. Oh,
no.
Queenie?
I was actually linking the thing. I've lost track of. I don't know.
I was watching. Oh, Berserk. Okay, it's not fun for anyone involved. You can also see. Yeah, this is gonna be painful for Queenie.
Yep, 32. Yeah, that's way too much.
He can take a second hit though, so he can. Yeah, fireball.
He's level 24. That's so high.
It is.
Speedrun, yeah.
Like even casually, if you have a level 20 monster, you can pretty much get through most of the tower.
Well, if you play like we do, not casually.
Well, no, the thing is, like, casually, like, again, a level 20 monster, and you have the equipment from multiple entries, you should be fine.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Until, like, you know, golems and stuff like that show up.
Orza took a pretty big risk, and, well, not a risk, calculated risk in taking damage from the Maneva, but it paid off. It actually got out of that room, and he's on floor 29 now.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 floors difference at this time. Also, the hour is about to be done.
Yeah.
We only have 9 minutes left. I mean, Orza, from his standpoint, just getting to 40 would be more than 1 floor a minute, which I don't think that's a pace he can keep.
Not once you hit floor 31. Like, you really have to take it very slow. Like, you can't instinctively just run through the corridors and expect to get to the elevator. Like,
but he might need to. He might need to. Because I can absolutely see Orza beat 34. Let's say Pula dies right now, I can see Orza do that. But if Pula continues to go the way he is going right now, I'm not sure Orza has the time to actually beat it.
Yeah, and also the other thing as well is Pula is not going to die without a big thing in front of him, basically.
Oh yeah,
like,
he's stacked.
Yeah, he has all the resources available. Plus, he's an amazing player as well, and he has everything identified. Like that's
true. I got a lot of true glasses. That's true.
Okay, I would have not walked in front in a corridor.
Oh, I would have. Oh, that might be the end. Acid rain? Is there still charges in that? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
He white sanded it.
Oh, white sand. That's great. Gives you an extra charge on an item.
Lucky. I'm gonna write that down. Floor 35.
Wow. All right. Yeah, 35 is going to be scary on Orza's side if he doesn't have that.
Yeah, because that's not a nice thing. If he gets there before.
Okay, Tyrants, the small scorpion thingy we see on Orza's side, he manipulated them beautifully. But the dangerous part of these monsters is that they never leave the room they're in. They're just gonna turn around, and protect the room they're in. And when they are in the room with the elevator, they are super scary. All right.
The reversal trap.
Yep.
That's gonna cost him some movements if he's not careful. Also, that's a giant maximum. They're actually really, really, really not threatening. They have attack, but they have no other skills on them.
I know, but they have a lot of attack.
Now having one in front of you and one behind you is terrifying.
Yeah. They are the big bulk of stats of the game. They are just a number game, but the big numbers game. Dragons are more scary because they can shoot fire at you from afar.
So this is where he's gonna actually potentially lose Queenie because the spell.
Oh no, he's fine. Just he can move diagonally. Yeah, exactly. If he continues to play like he is playing right now, that's pretty clever.
That's a good use of an ice rock ball.
Yeah, but ice rock is done now, and now he bags it.
Nope. And then now he's gonna bag it.
Yep.
One extra turn to get distance between them.
Yep. And that's it. He's good. Wow.
Oh.
All right. That's the clever play.
Yeah, that was way scarier than it should have been for that though. But I'd rather put that a second ice rock and then just because they'll aggro to it naturally.
Yep.
Remember to take them off AI1 or else you're gonna leave them in the room and die.
And 38. Is Poulet really gonna do 240 in a row? Is that really a thing?
Poulet is insane.
Poulet is just unstoppable.
Don't.
Oh, he doesn't have any fire.
He does have Olim, and he does have Tomina Fruit.
Ice Rock, alright, fine.
No, he's gonna do the...
He's gonna run away. That's fine. That's how you do this.
Yeah.
Let's just hope the monster doesn't come for him.
That's a sports ball reference. I get that. Oh, Poulet.
Okay, that is bad though. Dragon is gonna come from the other way. I guess he tuna hit.
Oh, bye, Obi. You might have ran out. Yeah, I know. Poulet's just playing. Yeah, again, he has all the resources. If you're in the exact same situation, you didn't have these resources, you would be dead.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You'd be a smear against the wall from the dragons. Like, there's no...
So the golems, the block thingy we see on both sides, are kind of scary in their own way, but they can charge their punch. They'll lose one turn, but the next turn they're going to throw a range attack or in a straight line in front of them. So that's why you want to make sure. Oh, 35 and actually CUNY
switch to AI 3.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
But the scary part is that 35 damage is pretty huge, but you need to consider that CUNY has elemental advantage. That's the scary part.
For the Olim, honestly, Olim on floor 39 is probably the best thing, more than floor 38.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing greedy, but I think that's the way you need to play.
Yeah.
No matter how hard this is, you need to remember there's another floor after that. And if you spend everything here, you try to always go for your weaker items first and then move upwards.
I would not have sealed off that. I would have tried to do something else with that. Because the thing is, now he has to walk back, and then it's going to be an angry maximum on one side, and something in possibly in this room by the time he gets back.
Oh, Orza is asleep on floor 34. Okay, he's up. Oh, alright.
No,
luckily, it didn't last for 52 turns!
No, the maximum's not going to target you. Don't use an ice rock ball. Just pick up Queenie and move away.
Nope, he's fighting. Oh, he's malicious. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, yep. The thing is, if
lucky malicious also on Orza's side makes it so the golem did throw. Oh, he confused himself.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. Not even. Okay, that needs to be a kill. I know.
We're just sitting there going, oh god,
okay.
Oh god, oh god.
Alright, it's gonna be fine.
No, do not confuse Queenie. Move. Oh god.
Oh yeah, let them go. Let them go. There's no reason to, and then follow them.
Yeah.
Follow them.
I mean, if you follow them inside.
That's scary because the golem's coming. Yeah, they're all coming that way.
What are you doing?
This is so scary. That music also, I really like that tune.
Oh, the glacier sniping Horza. And then
Oh yeah, he's in trouble. There's 3 glaciers on screen. One of them is not a problem, but the other 2.
He technically, no, he doesn't have an acid rain ball either for that.
Needs.
He doesn't have enough HP to get through another hit.
Where's the elevator?
Goodbye, Horza.
Oh, he's dead. So that does give the point to Poulet, but we will try and let it go on floor 40 if he can. Okay, yeah. That's his maximum, right? Oh no, that's not. I thought he. Ooh.
Oh, there goes Queenie. So Azure Dreams likes to take everything away at the last minute. Here's that Olim fruit, finally useful. As he is tailed. Oh, there's the elevator. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really us versus a tower. Seraph's absolutely right about that. Oh, that golem is just not where you want it to be.
Nope. Oh, you know it.
He has a fire crystal.
Fire crystal's gonna work.
He stop lock the game, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's dealing only 13 damage.
Yep.
That is so weak. This item is so weak.
Are disgustingly strong.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Orza did great. He really, really fought for every inch.
Yeah, well, like I said, the last 9 floors of this tower are just...
Oh, that block's not gonna do.
No.
Yeah, that's not big.
No.
Does he know where the elevator is? Not yet, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that's fine.
Also, I love the dragon spitting before.
And he's got it again! Wow! Floor 42 times in a row. He lost game 1 and then he said, that's enough. I'm not gonna lose.
Yeah, this is why Poulet is such a feared runner when you race him.
Wow.
And Horza as well. Game plus like 20 on average is crazy. So there we go. Oh, so yeah, all of a sudden Queenie's alive again. Even though he got KO'd.
All right, so we're going to remove ODO from the game so we actually can invite both runners to an interview.
Yes.
I will just grab them.
We'll let Poulet finish this as well, because a time would end for any percent and stuff like that when you grab the ultimate egg, not when you get to the 40th floor.
Yeah.
So theoretically, in a tournament setting, he wouldn't be...
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
So, we have things to talk about, Poulet. But first of all, congratulations to Poulet.
Thank you.
Insane man. That is just... You should have died so many times.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Second that. Good lord.
So
I
don't
think speak for both me and Poulet that Sand Knight is never allowed to make us a seed ever again. I
don't know
don't
if
want
Poulet
him
would
to
want that.
never post anything ever again.
I have to agree, sadly.
These were brutal seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the first thing, Poulet, why didn't you use the fireball on the flame when you first saw him?
Look, I always do, and today I felt like RNG would be kind with me. I would probe him. Well, get probed.
Yeah, Poulet lost Queenie on the first attempt in the tower on floor 2, on the first monster.
The first monster.
And he made it to floor 30.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on because I'm like, oh, well, like when I got into that room, I was like, man, if this goes bad for Poulet, like the race is like already over. And like, okay, well, we're still going. And then I hear he lost Kune there and still got the floor 30. What?
Yeah. And
You're not stopping the French guy.
No. No, I was making jokes, but it's very true. Is Horza, you play a lot like me with the standby or AI1 strat. And you're very calculated and you're very, not slow, but you definitely take your time when you're going through things. Poulet just tends to walk in a straight line and death follows.
Yeah,
something's gonna die. Either it's the enemies or himself, but he's moving in a straight line and there's gonna be casualties.
Yeah, that's a pretty good assessment of Poulet's playstyle, I'd say.
Yeah. And I think it's like that's just terrifying because like you again should have died numerous times, like on your final climb. But you still managed to somehow get to like level 24 by the end of it.
So much XP, man.
Yeah, you were killing everything. Horza, I think, ended up being like level 19 or 20 or something.
All right.
And it's like, but you were just like killing everything and not stopping. And it's like, okay, I guess you could take an extra additional 2 or 3 hits of the life wand you had going, which honestly paid off.
Oh yeah, we'll take a few sec to actually thank Try that actually subscribe with Twitch Prime to the RPG LB channel, and we will take also that time to thank the RPG LB channel in general for letting us do this. This is so huge. This is so big. We are so happy to actually share that game with everyone and see if you like it. You can come and check the other events we do. I'm going to link the Discord where you can find everything. If you want to try to start running the game, if you want to find where we run next, this is absolutely the place to come in. So thank you very much, RPGLB, for letting us do this today.
Do I like the Discord, not the speedrun.com forum?
Hey, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, go join the speedrun.com forum.
Hey, let's try this out. Hey, it's much better.
You can find the Discord link at the Azure Dreams.
That is true.
Forum,
that is true. That's what I was getting. That was what we're trying to do, right?
Yeah. First try every time.
First time every time.
So, okay. First of all, I have to ask as well, Poulet. What was your username?
Oh, it meant nothing at all. I was just trying to see if you read usernames because I knew it would trigger you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like it's very confusing all of a sudden.
Did it work?
No, not really. But I'm just used to being confused by you guys anyway, so it's not really gonna matter too much.
Fair assessment.
Okay. The other thing I have to ask, what the hell was with the Garuda? Because Horza never got the Garuda.
Nope.
No, I had a bad time with Kraken floors.
Yes.
For my life.
Because it was on floor 17. Poulet picked up a Yubo egg and a Garuda. So he was able to scan the floors. And then he obviously had the Garuda for the rest of the tower climb.
Slight advantage of the Garuda.
Yeah, slight. We had to explain that one numerous times in the chat. But the thing is, you ran out of MP with the Garuda.
Yes.
You never fed it the egg, which you could have easily done.
Wait, you used the Garuda so much you ran out of MP?
Yeah, but he had an egg, you could have fed it. So, like, why?
Well, I completely forgot.
Okay, that's fair. Aside, I was wondering if you actually did forget that or not.
I was just envisioning the egg as an egg bomb because I was getting close to the end of the tower.
Okay.
It did not occur to me that it was also a fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because like I sat there because you fed it like a herb, and you teleported 2 more times, and then you ran out of MP again. I'm like, oh my god, you're driving me insane.
Happens.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And Horza, you've had an excellent first run through the tower.
Oh, the first seed?
Yeah, the first seed, like everything was going right for you. Like Poulet was somehow behind you.
Yeah, well, the second 2 seeds felt a little more punishing than seed 1. Especially this third seed just felt like pain every floor, just pain and misery.
Yeah, and again, we can all blame Sand Knight. I think everyone can.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here cursing Sand Knight like I'm never seeing him make seed ever again.
That seems about fair.
I should have learned by now.
All right, I think we're gonna leave it for now. But thank you very much, runners, for doing this. Thank you, Shawnee, for sharing in the commentary.
Always happy to blab with you.
Thank you, everyone in chat, for coming in today. And we are gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid JD Norimaki, which is gonna run Indivisible, which is some kind of a new game RPG style, and he's trying to learn the game. So thank you very much for coming in today, and see you around next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.